Howdy, partners in wine. I am Gitch Goomy. Chrissy May is off the screen. The dogs are going insane just as we go live, and this is Wine with the Wifey, episode 57. Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I am in dire need of some beverages, so Chrissy May is mixing us up some. Have many interesting ingredients, and our dogs are losing their minds.
Hey.
Get that under control. So how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. I had a long day. I had to get up at right around midnight to get ready and make a 6-hour drive to be part of a funeral, so that was fun. But I'm back now. I'm back now, and I am ready for beverages. So we're going to be getting it on tonight. I am able to drink tonight, which is a definite plus. Sometimes I have work obligations that preclude me from doing such a thing, but tonight I am able to partake in the delicious looking concoction that Chrissy May's coming up with over there in the kitchen.
Netflix commercials incoming seems good.
Netflix commercials incoming. Okay. Dakilla Outlawed. All right. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? I guess we got Netflix commercials playing when people come in. What show is it, or is it just Netflix in general? I hope it's a cool show that it is trying to point people to. Going it up to the top, the tippy top. Thank you, honey.
Taste it and tell me what I need to taste.
All right, so I am the guinea pig. This is what is this called?
It's a cosmopolitan.
A Cosmo with Cointreau. Pretty good. Yeah, you can taste the maybe a little less maple syrup. But,
Simple syrup or maple syrup.
oh yeah.
I would take some.
Well, let's just do the show. No need to make simple syrup. Chrissy May will be joining the stream. No worries, everybody. She'll be coming. She's just finishing up her drink, and then then she'll be over here with us, hanging out, having a good time. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I know I am well ready for the weekend to get started, so I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that are in the same boat, Chrissy May included. It has been quite the week. Quite the week indeed. How's your guys' week been going? That is a tasty beverage. Definitely well needed. Said definitely well needed. Leave that is over there on. Oh, I gotta. All right. Well, what's there to talk about? What's been going on in pop culture this week? You guys excited for the Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange movie? Whatever, the Doctor Strange in the something multiverse something. I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna be on vacation when it comes out, so I might have to put off seeing it for a little bit. We will be home for Mother's Day. That's true. Can I get a straw? Yeah. Well, usually the little stir straws, but yeah. I'll use a normal straw. I got nothing to prove. I mean, I am drinking a Cosmopolitan, so that's usually like a Sex in the City type drink.
Well, you know.
Hey, it's Chrissy May, everybody.
Hello, hello. All right.
The microphones are working. I mean, I don't know. I feel like something's got to go wrong because we can't have the beginning of a show without at least 15 minutes of technical difficulties.
Well, you know, the technical difficulties happened
That's true,
before you got home.
Before I got home, yeah. That is true. Get the... There we go. Okay.
This is a Cointreau Fizz.
Let
I
us
accept.
know... Let us know how the music levels are and all that kind of stuff, and we'll make adjustments as needed. How's everybody doing? How's your week going? Hope everybody's week went well. Mine was busy, as was Chrissy May's. We're ready for the weekend. That's for darn sure.
Heck yeah. Okay.
And
the
ready
next
for
one.
vacation.
I'm looking for the next recipe. Okay. The next one I'm gonna make is a Cointreau Sunset.
Cointreau Sunset. That sounds delightful.
It's got grenadine. It's got orange juice. It's got a dash of bitters.
Ooh.
Cointreau.
Looking forward to that one.
Oh, it's very strong.
You think so?
I mean, I've never had a Cosmopolitan. What?
Funny reaction. And I just listened to it again in my ears.
Yeah.
Extending the laugh.
Oh, let's fluff my hair. Had my hair done today.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah? It's lighter, can you tell?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely tell. It's like the last time you lightened it. I liked it.
The last time?
Yeah. When we were in Washington.
Oh, okay. It's going to be even lighter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I have one or two more to go where
Okay.
it's like it finally gets to like the lightness I want. And then after that, it's just maintenance.
Gotcha.
Just doing the roots.
Until the roots grow out white, and then
Yep.
you're just natural hair color.
Yeah, and since my hair is mostly white, it won't be a ton of highlights at the roots.
There you go.
It's just that red is really hard to like lighten out
Yeah.
because if you're a natural redhead, it's really hard to get rid of that red, that phenomenon, or I can't even say the word. It's like the word for the color
Gotcha.
in your
hair.
yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So, if you dye your hair red, however, it fades really fast. Red hair dye fades fast.
Red hair dye, fast dye, fade.
It just-
You've only had a couple sips of that.
it fades fast. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you have natural red hair, it's really hard to strip it out of your hair.
Yeah. Just like if you have natural blonde hair.
It's hard to pretend you're not blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I did something today, and Andy was like, "We'll just hack it up to, you being a blonde now." I'm like, "Yep." Now that I've lightened more, I'm having blonde moments.
Nah, I would call them medically assisted brain farts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add some.
No,
I'm gonna add some. What is triple sec?
It's orange. Well, it's supposed to be orange liqueur. That particular one is, I think, alcoholic.
Yeah. I just want it for the sweetness.
Yeah. So it's an orange flavor. Refrigerate after opening, it says.
Okay, now this gets refrigerated after opening too now. Ah, you're breaking it. Yeah, you're breaking it.
We have alcoholic triple sec.
This is sugar. See what it's gonna taste like.
It's designed to come off. There we go.
But not to be broken.
It's not broken. See? It works.
Taste it and tell me.
Hello, how are you, Rack?
It's been a while. How you doing? Here, try my drink.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah?
I do like that. Rack. I'm guessing you're Nora? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It has been a while. How have you been? Busy.
Okay. Busy. Oh, it's so strong.
Think so?
Yeah.
Just gonna do a little bloop of that. Maybe that, like that.
We're trying Cointreau drinks
That
tonight.
bloop.
That's not something you'd probably be aware of
The
because
only-
of your age, but
The only Cointreau drink I've ever had before is an Aloha motherfucker, which is a Long Island iced tea.
I agree.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
finals and everything. Yeah,
we both have finals.
my finals are coming up.
Yeah, and then he's gonna have
And then
his
I have
degree.
a bachelor's degree. After 21 years, I'm retiring from college.
But he has talked about getting his master's.
Yeah, I've
so
thought
that's
about
like coming out of retirement.
I've thought about getting a master's in finance just because I've been doing the trading thing and it's been going well. And I feel like if I had a better understanding of how the market moves, it would help me. So that's why I kind of want to do a master's in finance. But I also probably should just do one of the courses for the prop firm that I work for.
Right now it is a Cosmopolitan with Cointreau, but then the next one that I'm gonna make is called Cointreau Sunset. It's Cointreau, grenadine, orange juice, and bitters.
Gandalf actually was there when we came up with the idea for the Aloha motherfucker. So you have a Long Island iced tea.
You know, other people make those and they call it Aloha motherfuckers.
Yeah, but
Like bars make them.
I know, but we didn't realize that when we thought of it. Because they sneak up on you. But yeah, you have the Long Island iced tea. You have the Adios motherfucker, which is a Long Island iced tea, subtract a splash of Coke, add a full shot of blue Cointreau.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Aloha motherfucker.
Blue Caraco.
Yeah, blue Caraco. And the Aloha motherfucker is replace the blue Caraco with Cointreau. And it tastes like pineapple juice.
Do we have all the stuff for that?
What is it? Rum, vodka, gin. I think there's one more. Tequila. I think we don't have the tequila. And then Cointreau.
I'm sure we could replace the tequila. I don't even like tequila.
And sweet and sour, which you could use a lime or a lemon, squeeze a lemon into it.
I think we have sweet and sour in there.
Do we? So yeah,
We have this.
if we have sweet and sour, then and triple sec.
Have this.
Oh, that's exactly what we need.
Oh.
So yeah, so if you were not going to do the tequila, which the tequila in a Aloha motherfucker tastes fine, you can't taste it.
I feel like I would taste it.
But it's a shot of rum, or an ounce of rum, an ounce of gin, an ounce of vodka, an ounce of Cointreau, if we're gonna get rid of the whatchamajigger.
Right.
And then I think a third of an ounce of sweet and sour. I don't think you put a full ounce of sweet and sour in there.
Right.
12 ounces
12 ounces of
of booze.
booze? Oh, so double.
So maybe
shots?
it's two, maybe it's doubles.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down.
It does feel like it, and they do sneak up on you because they taste so good.
Cointreau.
You finish the first one and you're like, yeah, I could go for
Vodka.
another. And then by the time you're done with the second one, the first one is just starting to
Rum.
hit you. And then you're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 1 to 1 to 1, except for the sweet and sour, right? I thought the sweet and sour was a little bit less. I could be wrong. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I went to bartending school.
So far I have Cointreau, vodka, rum, gin.
Triple sec. No, the splash is the Coke for the Long Island iced tea, but we're not doing a Long Island iced tea, so you don't do Coke. Yeah,
Do you want me to put some blue Curaçao in it?
you could do blue. Yeah, the Coke would be for color. Yeah, I mean we could do blue Curaçao. I mean hell, let's do a Adioha. Motherfucker.
Splash of the lime juice stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, I think no. This is the splash is the Coke. This would be like a third.
Third. Yes, come see how drunk we are later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this for you.
Okay. Woo! I can actually drink. Hell yeah. This we're reacting to right now. The Woo clan. Woo! Yeah, you're grabbing a highball. Definitely need a highball. Okay. Yep. You're gonna want to put the ice in the highball and then mix everything. Well, actually, you can just mix it straight into the highball, unless you're using that to measure your ounces. Yep. And you can just pour the ounces directly into the highball if you want. Really, I mean, it's alcoholic beverage. There's no wrong way. Yep. Do you have rum over there?
I need rum.
You need the triple sec. Here you go. And the sweet and sour.
Yes.
And the blue Curaçao. Sailor Jerry's. That's like top shelf. I'm getting a top shelf Adioha. You can just use the shot glass and just dump it into the cuparoo. That's the other side is a shot. Uh-oh. You don't need to shake this one. You just pour it in there and let her ride. Put like a piece of tape over this thing when we're live streaming. It doesn't continually open. I didn't either. It's already open. Kind of crazy. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty. Gonna be an interesting color, everybody. Got the blue Karaku mixed with the spiced rum because we don't have any Bacardi. Or do we have Bacardi? Yeah, we don't do Bacardi in this house. Yeah, we're a Bacardi-free household. Bad memories of Bacardi. Yeah, I used to do Bacardi 151, but that even has a color to it, so. I think Bacardi 151 is really good for like peach daiquiris or strawberry daiquiris, any kind of daiquiri. If we're gonna do daiquiris, we should do it with 151, but otherwise there's no real reason to get 151. And blended daiquiris at that.
Yeah, we need to blend them.
Yeah. Nope, you don't shake it. Just pour it in there, and then I'll stir it with my straw. Look at that. Oh, man. That's, like, perfect. That is beautiful. Look at that. That is a gorgeous-looking drink.
I did it.
Adioha, motherfucker. Here live, we're going to try it out. It's a riff on a couple riffs on the Long Island iced tea, so if you stay tuned, I'm gonna get
Ripped. Ripped.
That's like all my college years coming back to me.
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Let Steven know we're live.
I'm posting it in the Discord. For those of you that are not in our Discord yet, you need to join.
Yes, let me go on here. Oh, the Discord link up.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you
Computer's
doing?
going all crazy.
And then that's you going all crazy. Causing the computer to do that.
No. Not me.
Says the blind man.
I would never, says the blind man. Yo, join our Discord. It's right there, everybody. That'll bring you into the Wet in the Whistle Spilling the Tea Lounge, or Tea Lounge, or I don't know
Spilling tea.
how we worded it, but yep, it'll bring you in there. You can share your pet photos and just chit chat and have a good old time. We're trying to build a community. Shoot.
It was a lot more stable than mine. I don't know how that happened. Probably because you're touching yours and I'm not.
Probably because of this new drink you just gave me. It's already making my head fuzzy.
No, it's not.
It is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's a good one.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't had these. I used to drink these exclusively. So I would get through like 5 or 6 of them in a night.
What?
Yeah. And then certainly wouldn't drive home after that.
What?
No, I wouldn't.
I hope you didn't, but I think you did.
Nope, absolutely not.
Oh, Lord.
Definitely not with a gimp arm lady following me in a...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is why you made that choice.
Mhm. Exactly why. You should try that. Mm. Maybe a little more Cointreau, but
No, no,
yeah, it tastes like iced tea.
nope, nope.
Nope. Probably silence this. So yeah, I drove out to this place called Highlands, North Carolina, and holy cow. I don't know if anybody's ever like gone to a community that is like strictly retired people, but my God, there was not a single
Cheap car.
functional store in this town. Like they were all like antique stores or like little knickknack stores. There was one, it was called like Mountainside County Grocery. So there's one grocery store, and there was, and then it was antiques, knickknacks, and like high-end real estate and clothes. And like I was telling you, some of the clothes things, like the clothes that they were selling were like straight off of New York fashion shows or whatever. It was nuts. They were all retired people. They were like driving in parades in their Beamers down Main Street. And then the first time I've ever seen a McLaren in person was today. There was an Aston Martin parked there, which that's only the second time I've seen one of those in person. Like, it was crazy. There's so much money in that town. And then there was a ton of tourism too.
I have apparently started drama on the wives page.
Uh-oh.
I was not aware.
What did you do?
So on the Linden Oaks, which is where we live, is the Linden Oaks got a community page. And I would say that the admins on there are very childish. Like, basically, if you don't say something that they agree with, you get muted or you get banned.
Wow.
So I think it's super funny because, you know, all these people just say whatever they want to say. Like, you know, the people that live here, we want to have a community. We say what we want to say. Like, unless it's bullying or hate speech or something like that, it shouldn't be banned.
Right.
But if it's something that goes against what their opinion is, then you're out.
Or are they like kids?
They're like kids.
Young?
Yeah, well, they're young. Yeah,
youngins?
Anybody compared to me is young.
Not
But-
true.
So these are like in their 20s, late 20s.
Yeah. Well, they're young
early
compared to me
30s.
then.
Yeah. And so, Sniffles, you're not coming up here, dude. And so then, so I commented on the uncensored page. Now there's like regular Linden Oaks, and on the Linden Oaks community page, this admin posted the rules and emphasized things that she feels needs to be followed more. And said that, you know, blah, 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 this admin is like unselfish and does the most, and you guys should love her, and blah, 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 blah. And it's fine. I like that chick. She's nice to me. She's nice to most people. But the other admins, they have a stick up their ass. And so I'm just like, okay, so now we have resorted to being childish and treating everybody else the way you think they're treating you? Okay, are we in kindergarten? So I was on the uncensored page, which is our community page, but it's uncensored. Like, you can say what you feel on there. You're not gonna get like kicked out. Unless you're literally like hate speeching somebody. It's a lot more lenient. And a lot of the screenshots from the community page end up in the uncensored page, which sometimes also end up on Army WTF moments.
If you're not familiar with that, it's a Facebook group or actually Twitter, right?
It is Facebook.
I think it's on all the things, but it's dedicated to taking moments that happen in the Army that are like, even for people so first of all, a lot of stuff that happens in the Army civilians are like blissfully unaware of, that is just like ridiculous. And then there's stuff that happens in the Army that people in the Army are like, what the fuck? And that's
that
the
is
stuff
the
that
page.
goes on
Yeah.
Army WTF.
And a lot of
moments.
stuff in our community, in the Linden Oaks community, end up on that page because what the fuck? And so I was in the uncensored page and I saw one of the admins there, which I really like her. She's a great girl. Like, she doesn't take any bullshit, and she's older like me, and she's a horse person. So I really like her. And whatever, her husband is one of the gate guards. And so she knows the bullshit that goes on in this thing, you know, in this community. So she was like, oh geez, I saw it hitting the fan over in the community page. What did I miss out? I'm so glad I'm done with my day. Now I'm here for the night entertainment. And so I just posted, I got a screenshot sent to me. Okay. I said, basically it was a scolding from the Holy One, as if she's less kid-like than the ones posting, LMAO. So that's what I said in the uncensored page. And then my friend was like, you know, I do the same thing when people piss me off on here, but, you know, they're nicer though. I just say, see ya. I wouldn't say they're nicer. They just literally block people, and like people don't even realize they're blocked. And then I was like, yeah, but you're more fun, because she really is more fun. And then she invited me to drinking shenanigans, which that's cool. I'm going in May. And then the person I was replying about, she goes, Chrissy May 78, I was not aware we've met. So then I get a screenshot from my friend, who is very outspoken and
Yeah, almost too outspoken.
sometimes too outspoken, but I mean, it's borderline.
Almost, yeah. It's
And
not,
she's
yeah.
like, so is so-and-so the Holy One? And I was like, yep, I think so. She's like, bah. So she's trying to start shit with you? Laugh face. Because, I mean, start shit with me, you're going to lose. And I was like, yep, because I thought it's funny that the people are being scolded like children when the admins themselves act like children. She's like, that's the heifer that won't let me on LOC, Linden Oaks community. I'm like, correct. She's like, I am not impressed. So apparently I've already started some pot stirring tonight. It wouldn't be me
Certainly
or
wouldn't be the first time.
it's not the first time. In fact, I was talking to my friend Sean the other day, and he was like, catch me up. What kind of pots have you been stirring? I know you, Chrissy May. And I was like, yeah.
I think
so
that's
I've
just a
got lot of
function of
stuff.
you being a survivor, though. Like, I was actually talking to John about it because I was like, we were having husband. I mean, he's not married right now, but he's got a
basically,
girlfriend.
like,
He's
yeah.
had a girlfriend for 7 years.
He's
and
been
so
married before, too.
we were griping in husband ways and talking about how our wives buy stuff that it's like, why are you buying this? We don't need this, blah blah blah. And I started griping about it, and I was like, but you know what? Like, I don't really get mad at her about it because she's been through so much, and I'm sure that somewhere in the back of her head there's this like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, so I need this now kind of like thought process that goes on. And I'm like, I can't really get mad at that because she's been through so much. Like, why would I be upset? I mean, it's a little frustrating when I'm trying to like manage the budget and everything like that, like the finances, but it's like, on the flip side, yeah, I get it. You know, like, you don't know.
And on the flip side, when I die, you're going to get that money.
Yes.
You can pay off whatever I bought my purses with or whatnot with that. I mean, honestly, I did talk to somebody about that the other day because she was my kids' NICU nurse. And I've been really like, so distracted right now. I've been really like worried about like my upcoming surgeries and thinking, you know, I already have no energy. I have like no nutrition that I can absorb easily. Like, they're giving me bags of nutrition to help me like live basically now. And like, it makes me really realize like, hey, you know, like, this is serious. I know I blow it off a lot and I like to think I'm invincible, but in the whole scheme of things, I'm really not. And there's really going to come a day where they have taken out as much as they can take out. And if anything else pops up, I'm just like, oh, sorry, you're shit out of luck.
That's just going to be the...
And you're just going to be like palliative care at that point.
And then I'm going to have to like talk to you about when you made your decisions about life support and what you want. And
Right.
we should probably have that conversation.
They
some
did give me
point
the
anyway.
paperwork. It's somewhere in the truck.
Yeah,
But-
we'll talk about it. Not on stream.
Not when we're drinking.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I do think about stuff like that, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm really worried for my kids. I'm positive that my kids' dad was like, nah, this is not important. They don't need to get tested for this. And so I told my friend, who was their NICU nurse, and, I told her that I've sent the genetic testing results to my ex,
This thing just drop kicked me.
and I'm pretty sure he didn't take it seriously. And my kids could have the gene for cancer that could pop up at any second. For me, it started showing in my early 20s. So
And got really bad in your 30s.
it was like absolute cancer in my 30s. Like, if I would have known that I had this happen to me in my early 20s, they could have been trying to prevent it. And I probably wouldn't have as much complications as I do now. So I want to save my kids from that, and I definitely want to know before they start procreating,
Yeah.
they're of the age
Because then
where I
grandkids
was
and
I was
everything.
a parent 3 times over by the time my youngest one is his age. So, I mean, it definitely can happen any minute that I'm going to be like, oh, you're a grandma. Great. I'm a grandma. But like, so anyway, she's going to talk to my ex mother-in-law about things and let her know that it's very serious and they need to get tested, which I'm like thankful for because I've really tried.
Ultimately, you can't do anything about it if they don't take it seriously, though. Like, that's entirely on them.
It
Like,
is.
And I understand as a mother, you want to care for your kids, no matter how old they are. I get it. Because I'm the same way with her, with Chrissy Gumi.
Yeah.
Like, because as you know, from the male side of things, being a male, she's no less my child than a child that had come from you.
Mhm.
Because as far as like
Because you don't carry the baby.
yeah, as far as
and
the
you-
male side of it, it's very like,
Hands off.
all right, it
This is
popped
my
out now.
child.
This is my kid.
Mhm.
Like,
And
and-
we've always kind of been that way with her. Like, we've
Yeah.
always like supported her if she needed anything. We sent it to her.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
so
as
so
if she was our own.
yeah, so I totally get like the desire to, you just want to protect that child, even though they're in their 20s. You just want to protect them,
Yeah.
but you gotta remind yourself that they're
adults now.
they're full grown ass adults, and they're gonna make their own decisions, and unfortunately, some of them are not gonna be the ones that you would prefer them to make.
Yeah, that's true. It's sad.
It is. Well, it's frustrating, I would say, more than sad. In this case, it is sad because it is I agree with you. Super important. Like, big.
I mean, anytime
Seriously impacted our lives.
anytime I tell my doctors, they always ask me, they're like, have your kids been tested? And I'm like, I don't think so. They're like, do you want us to call them?
Other than Chrissy Gumi, we got Chrissy Gumi tested.
Yeah.
So,
she's
but
negative.
that's because we're directly taking care of her. So, and that was that's a great peace of mind for us. 'Cause, I mean, she's got so much other stuff going on.
Right.
That would just be almost too much.
For
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, holy
Especially when
crap,
she
for
gets to the
her,
age where it's like
where then she has to start
you need to
caring
start
for her own
thinking
self.
about like the preventative surgery and like all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Like, oh man. So thank God she came up negative, because
She's got enough
she's
on her
gonna have a
plate.
hard enough life as it is.
I mean, it was cute. Like last night, she was talking to us. We went out for pizza, and she was like, "I want to live with you guys, or maybe I'm gonna live by you guys, or
Yeah,
at least till I'm
that
done
was
with college."
adorable.
And I was just like, "Okay, she's thinking about college. This is good.
Yeah.
We just pray she can get into a college."
That's and yeah, I mean, I hate to be pragmatic, it's super pragmatic about it, but for me, as long as we can get her graduated from high school and like holding down a job consistently, I'll count that as a success.
Yeah.
Like I have.
I mean, I fully think that we're going to be there for her for a long time after.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like we're always
I
going to be
agree.
picking up pieces for her
I agree.
to help her because we don't want her to live in a gutter.
And we don't want her to go down a path where she's going to start making decisions that lead her down the path that her mom went down, that her bio mom went down.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the path I went on was hard enough.
I think the path all of us have gone on has been pretty hard. But your path started early and not from your own choice.
Right. Yeah. That's what her psychiatrist always he reminded me today, in fact, because apparently she had an appointment at 8:30. I didn't have it on my schedule because typically when they call and make an appointment, I'm like in the middle of something, so I don't put it on my calendar. I'm like, oh, they're gonna call and check me in. So I'm like, okay. Well, then he called and he's like, hey, you need to let them know your number. I'm like, I did last week.
Yeah.
Why haven't they updated my number? So I called them again, and then they said they updated it again. They said this. So we'll see if it's really updated or not. But then he called, and I was on my way to my hair appointment, and so I had the conversation with him, and I just have to do like those how much are you happy, sad, or worried type questions with her, and then just text him what she said. So that's cool. He makes it very easy.
Yeah. Well, I
But-
think he's a great.
He's great.
I'm going to be between him and her psychologist. I'm going to be very stressed out when we leave because
I mean,
we've
you
gotten
literally,
really lucky. We've
literally
gotten
cannot
really
get better
lucky.
than them.
Yeah.
Like, he's a psychiatric nurse, but also a counselor and social worker.
And has
And
familiarity with RAD.
yeah, he's very familiar with RAD, dissociation. I mean, all sorts of stuff. He's good. He's great with veterans. He's been holding group therapy for veterans since I was in elementary school.
Wow.
I didn't even realize that. Because he was talking to me. He's like, you know what? Because I was telling him, I was like, oh, you know, Chrissy Gumi's friends and all of them, they're like, oh, I'm asexual, I'm transgender, I'm pansexual, I'm heterosexual, I'm bisexual, like, I'm a lesbian. Like,
Yeah,
they're all over the place.
They're just trying to
And
figure
they're
themselves
12
out.
and
Yeah.
11, you know?
So there's
And
no.
It's like, what?
yeah,
Seriously?
there's
Like, why
there's no-
aren't you focused on your schoolwork and your grades and what you're going to do after school? Like, let's not worry about who you want to date, what you're attracted to, like anything. Like, we just want to like get you through elementary school. And, or I mean, guess middle school for them at 6th grade here, but back home it was elementary school still.
Yeah.
And so he was like, you know, at your age, or at their age when you were going through life, he's like, I would have kids coming in sucking on pacifiers. And I was like, what? Pacifiers? Because I can't even comprehend. I'm like, oh yeah, my sister didn't give up her pacifier till she was 6. He's like, no, teenagers with pacifiers. And I had to think about that. I'm like, yes, that was when those little lollipop pacifier looking
Oh
rings came out.
yeah, the rings. Yeah.
And everybody had like either the ring pops or they had pacifiers on like chains on their like a necklace or whatever. And he's like, I would ask them, why are they sucking on pacifiers? And they're like, we don't want to grow up. We want to be kids forever. And
I was in that camp. It's because when
I
was
mean, I forgot all about it, but I was never one of them.
well, I understand why. I mean, the stuff
was already grown
Yeah,
up.
the stuff that you went through as a kid was so when I was a child, like a child, like pre-6th grade, life was. I didn't know that life wasn't super awesome. To me, life was great. That was like the best times of my life because I was like always outside, being neglected. I was always like running around in the cornfields and just like exploring, being neglected. I was able to like wander around the house and just kind of get into whatever shenanigans I wanted to get in, being neglected.
I mean, stealing cigarettes from your mom and her
Still-
not
yeah,
having
well,
a
that
clue.
that came later. That came later.
Oh, but I mean, you were 8.
Yeah, well, you know. But still, I had this like I even wrote a paper about it in my senior year of English. We had to give like a speech, and I gave a speech about how like life was magic, and it was like Chef's kiss, because my first like serious girlfriend was in that class with me, and we had like recently broken up, and I gave the speech. It was like talking about how life was like super magical and everything was like amazing and wonderful. And then around the time that her and I started dating, it really like started to go into the dumps again. And then around the time that her and I broke up, it started to get magical again.
Oh, did she say something?
Oh yeah, she picked up on it.
That's funny.
I didn't like specifically say that, but she knew the dates. You know, she knew around the time that we started dating and around the time that we broke up, and like she's like, "Are you saying that I drug your life into the dumps?"
Did you say yes?
I was like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah."
That's funny. Was that the Dana chick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, so that was I had a lot of good ones though. In my senior year in English in high school.
Good girls?
No,
Reference?
good like creative moments, I guess.
yeah.
Well, my senior year in general in high school, I had a lot of good creative moments. That's when I wrote the Prohibition song. And then I had that speech, which my English teacher was like, "I can't believe that came out of you." Because I was in detention because of him, because I was late to class and like stuff like that.
And didn't turn in your
He-
homework.
He didn't have any high hopes for me, but then I gave that speech, and then I wrote a poem about like kind of like a renewal of life. It was basically about like a tree that gets struck by lightning, and then it's disastrous because it's like a 100-year-old tree or whatever. But then if you look closely, you can see a new sapling coming up in the wreckage, and so it's like a renewal of life and everything like that.
Oh, it's like that movie. The with the little fluffy things they make into like the little wraparound.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Lorax.
Yeah, the Lorax. You're describing the Lorax.
Yeah, it was basically what it was inspired by.
Really? The
Yeah.
Lorax was around back then?
It's a Dr. Seuss book.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I never read it.
So that's what inspired the story. But like, you know, I read it in front of the class and everything. And he's like, it was like stunned silence, and then the teacher was like, "Wow." I was the first one to go too. He was like, "Wow, that's gonna be a hard one to follow up. Anybody want to go next?"
So that was like when I was in college. What?
We should have done the margarita mix for the tequila in this.
Well, we can. You want me to do another
Next
one
time?
with the margarita mix?
You can if you want, but I'm gonna be worthless after it probably.
Well, I was gonna make the tequila or the Cointreau Sunset next. You want to try that?
Yeah, let's do that one.
All right.
'Cause I got to finish this still, and I'm feeling a good heavy buzz going on. So yeah, the bitters. Oh, this is the good bitters.
Orange bitters.
Yeah.
Better than their aromatic bitters.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just a very slight splash of that. That's all you need.
Okay.
You don't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's yeah. Right? It looks like an alcoholic counter. That's true. Yeah. Good. It should be. Who is it? Oh, it's Daz. Daz, welcome. How are you? Chrissy May is just up. She's making a Cointreau Sunrise. I am at the bottom. This gorgeous drink was also made by Chrissy May. It's a basically a Long Island iced tea. Take out the Coke, add in blue Curaçao and Cointreau, and you got this drink. It's a good one. It's a good one. And it looks awesome. So, but now we're getting some Cointreau Sunrise action going on, because I think if I had another one of these, I'd probably be like passed out on the floor in an hour. So How are you? How are you, Dazzy? How you doing?
The other day. I think he was on my stream.
Yeah, I think he was. You were in Chrissy May's stream the other day, right, Dazzy? She's having a hard time remembering. Maybe it was
Sounds lovely.
Kaz.
Kaz was in it too, but I feel like
It's very good. It is a very good one. I have to take it small sips at a time though, because mostly fine today. That's good. That's all you can really ask for, right? I had a long day. I got up at midnight and then had to be at work by 2 so that I could take a 6-hour drive and be part of a funeral. Oh, this is another pretty drink. Look at that one. Nice looking. And then I was part of a funeral. I had to hand the flag off to the widow. We had a yeah, Chrissy Gumi kept thinking it was a reward ceremony. She asked what reward I got. But yeah, it was a good service. And then we went and had some nice. The town that we went to, like, holy cow! Talk about old money. It was lots of money in that town. That's the town I aspire to retire to if I get really successful with trading. That's the only way. There's like a three bedroom, 4.5 bath house that's $3.6 million on the market out there right now. But it's like out in the mountains, nice little small town, like small town atmosphere, and like
we're from a small town atmosphere.
we were
It would be like home to us.
we were
but
getting
with rich people.
it was really like back home.
Well,
like the
'cause
stores that were there and stuff like
is-
that.
Hey,
Serve
Serve
'em night. Howdy. How are you doing?
So he went to some place in
Highlands, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's in the mountains apparently. A bunch of Aston Martins, McLarens.
Yeah, like a whole
Fancy
convoy
BMWs.
of Beamers, like coupe Beamers, like
We're gonna
little-
be driving a Beamer when we go home, a 7 Series. It is fast.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna let you drive it because I like driving it.
I want to drive it. Yeah, let me drive it.
Okay, once. You're gonna go slow in it.
I'm not gonna go slow in it. You kidding me? I've been going 20 over every time we go into town. It's not my fault everybody else drives 30 over. Yep. And I'm feeling good. You're from a small town? Yeah. What small town are you from? If you don't mind, yeah, I mean, you don't gotta I guess you don't gotta tell us your hometown, but what, yeah, you can, what state? We're from well, I wouldn't call the town I'm from a small town. It's kind of a medium town in Minnesota. Chrissy May's from a small town that's like a suburb of my suburb town that I'm from. But it was kind of cool. We were like, after the funeral and everything, we were standing by the van, which is like by this like main highway that's going into town, and everybody that drove by saw us in our uniforms, and they like honked the horn, waved at us. Like it was pretty cool. The people that owned, that is a small town, 250 people. That is small, yeah.
Yeah, that's like where my son lives.
Mm-hmm. That's where Chrissy May's son lives, in a town that's small like that in South Dakota.
Yeah,
300 people.
graduated in a class.
Graduating class of 12. Wow. My graduating class had 972.
No, it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I thought mine was bigger than yours.
I don't think so. Those classes get bigger and bigger every year.
Is this good?
It's very good. although I am pretty drunk. Stiglitz, hello. How are you? I mean, yours is a different color than mine. So.
I might have put more bitters. I definitely did more Cointreau. Hey,
We're good.
Stiglitz.
We are ready for the weekend. That is for sure.
Oh my God, dogs wanting.
Heck yeah. I was part of a funeral today, so I'm ready for my weekend to start off right. It was kind of a rough one too, because the guy was very similar to me in his like military story. So I was like sitting there listening to the preacher, and I had to go into like dissociation mode so I didn't start crying because.
What was so similar?
Well, the fact that he retired as a W3, he fell in the shower. He loved his family. Like he had all these like businesses, which I already have 2 now. Before I've even retired from the military, so.
Yeah, but you're getting close to retirement.
It's true.
Everybody is like, hey,
Oh yeah. Everybody thinks I'm old, huh?
like Sean asked the other day, he's like, is he ready to retire? Like, what is that before?
I am ready to retire, but I have to wait a few more years. If I could retire tomorrow, I would. What are you doing? Limping around. He is putting more weight on his foot though today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty fast at gimping, yeah. Yeah, Barley had his foot rolled over the other day because he was laying right behind the rolling chair. So it's funny because he was laying behind my chair earlier today, but he had his distance, and then anytime I moved, his eyes were like wide open.
Oh shit!
He's like, "Oh God!"
Yeah. Oh no! Please.
All right, cheese. That's what I need in my belly.
Yeah, well, you didn't eat dinner yet.
I haven't
If
eaten
you
dinner.
wanted
It's
to,
true.
You could heat up some of the stuff I made.
Well, my stomach wasn't feeling great when I got home. I could probably heat it up now, but I'll wait till after the stream.
When you're super trashed.
Yep.
You're gonna give some to Barley, I see.
Nope. I caught it.
Stiglitz, what was your day like today? Well, what's the purple heart for? What was that in response
That was
to?
just that was just him coming in.
Mm.
His salutation, if you will.
Salutation.
That is, if you do less than 3 on Twitch, it does a purple heart, because purple is the Twitch brand color.
Gotcha. This is the same cheese as the stuff I get sliced in the deli. It just tastes different.
Because it's thicker.
Is that why?
Yeah. Tastes the same to me. I'm also pretty drunk.
You know, it sounds good to me.
Mm.
Saltines with peanut butter.
I was hoping you were going to say pizza.
We can order a pizza if you would like.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Okay. We left our good pizza somewhere. It's not in the fridge.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We probably left it at Mellow Mushroom then.
Oh my god. Chrissy Gumi thinks it's in your truck, but...
It might be, because it did smell kind of weird when I got in. After, it would have been her responsibility to bring it in the house, though.
Your trucks always smell weird. I think it's your feet.
No, it's because food always gets left in there. It's not in the front seat. I don't ever see it.
What do we do? Papa John's?
We could do Papa John's. We could do like a New York style pepperoni.
Why are we so into that New York style?
I like it. Big old slices. I think we have some Papa dough there too. We get like $10 off or $5 off or something. Papa John's, if you want to sponsor the stream and you're watching, we order from you all the time.
Well, they have New York style pizza now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
New York style pepperoni.
They have epic pepperoni stuffed crust.
That if you
We're
want.
getting that.
Okay. I'll let Pierre in.
What? Are you not walking very straight?
Sit up.
Oh, yeah, we had Papa dough. $4. Okay, you might need to get my wallet so that way I can pay for this. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad that your wallet was so close. Now if I could spell our last name.
Tricky one. It's a Swedish name. I think Steven should be logging on soon.
Right there for now.
Okay, great.
That way it's not in the thingy right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it says 84 to 94 minutes.
Wow. Is there like a game on tonight or something?
But you're going to be getting updates on your phone.
iPhone? Okay.
That's what it said. No, it's just Friday night. Everybody eats pizza.
Yeah. Pizza night.
Late night pizza night.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. Oh.
I'm taking a picture.
You know, with the... what that stuff is called, the cleaning stuff.
Cleaning stuff?
Microban.
Oh, you couldn't see it.
Put it on the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to join the Discord, I'll throw the link up here real quick.
This is our countertop because of all the drinks I've made tonight now. Yeah. It looks like a train wreck. Carly, you
If
want
you're not already in the Discord, go ahead and click that link. That will
That's it, little buddy.
take you over there.
Remember when he was last on the stream? He was just a puppy.
He was tiny. He was small enough to like pick up and hold on your lap. Now he's a big old puppy.
He's a big doggy with a sad, painful foot. I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. My sweet little puppy. I love you. There's Pierre, wiggling his little tail down.
Here comes Lulu.
Oh, it's probably Discord.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Buddy, he's my little pal. He like sits by my feet on the floor on that blanket I put down for him by my desk now. He's just like, this is where I live.
He loves it. He's just a good little buddy.
I have to say, now that I have that fancy desk, it's so strong. I do see the attractiveness of sitting at your desk.
Yeah.
Like, I sit there in the daytime
I
and I listen to music.
I come home and you're at your desk and I'm like, okay, she gets it.
I have a comfy chair.
Yeah.
I sit there and I like look at things. Like, I look at who's on Discord that I can talk to, who's on Twitch, like what's going on my OnlyFans. Like, I'm just all over the place, and I'm like, I just check things out. And I sit there and eat jelly beans, drink some crushed ice soda, and like listen to music. And then Chrissy Gumi earlier today, she was like, I see what's going on in this playlist. It's all breakup songs. That's what she said.
Really?
Yeah.
What is she trying to say?
I was like, I mean, it's 80s music. It's not all breakup songs. No. And then I also have like 2000s like
And
metal.
don't you have like that like
I have, like-
Crush, the
I have-
Crush song on there? And
That's from the 90s, I think.
yeah,
Crush, yeah.
but that's not a breakup song.
And it's not a breakup song. And I have Godsmack. I have, you know.
I'm not the one who.
Exactly. Voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have that on there. I have like a bunch of other, like, you know, Trapped. I have, you know,
Well, you know,
all sorts
she's
of
all
stuff.
preoccupied with being in and out of relationships, so everything's a breakup song
true,
to her,
it's true,
probably.
it's true. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Barley, I don't want you getting all hyped up. Because you're going to start making that crazy
Yeah,
noise.
the crazy yippy, like,
You're like,
it's so ear splitting.
yeah, I was doing your sound.
He's
Now
like,
you're going to hang out with
Mom,
me.
you making fun of me?
No, you're going to hang out with me. Sorry.
See what this is for. Pretty sure I know. Yep. Look at that. That's cool.
That's cool.
What?
Okay, drunk one.
Hey, easily amused, all right?
I thought you were gonna like add that to your drink.
No, my drink is good.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's kind of strong.
Well, I can't taste the alcohol. So.
That's because you're 90% alcohol now.
Yeah, because I had this thing. It's like 8 shots of liquor. 6 of liqueur or 6 of liquor and 2 of liqueur.
I think this would also be good if you add a splash of like cream to it.
It would be. Yeah.
It'd be like a dreamsicle.
Yeah. Although you got to be careful with adding cream to orange juice.
Why?
'Cause it
They
curdles.
make those orange Julius's
But
all
they
the
blend
time.
them. They blend them. Because if you just add cream to orange juice, it curdles.
I've making it with shaken before and it's been fine.
Oh, well. You know better than I do.
I was gonna say we have Cool Whip in there too, but it's been open for a while.
Ooh.
We probably shouldn't eat it. No.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you my latest catch people in the scamming story?
No.
Okay, so this one dude, he was he thought he was very smart. He was like, "Hey, here's my official profile on Instagram. You want to follow me there? Whatever, blah blah blah." But I thought it was very interesting that he never messaged me off that.
Huh.
So I went and I like followed the person, and that person had been talking to me in the chat. And because he's like I don't know, like a brand ambassador
Okay.
or something, and I had
Yeah.
questions about whatever, you know. And so I was like, "Hey, you know, this is cool. I like, you know, do you get like your photographs done by the brand, or do you supply your own photographer? Like, how's that work? And he was like, oh, I have a friend do it for me. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're very talented. And then, you know, I had questions about like whatever like stuff they were like
Where is the damn liquor at?
selling.
Hey, right here, man.
Dude, you were so
Steven,
late.
you
were
are
so late.
I've already drank this thing. This was like 8 ounces of liquor, and then this is another liquor, and
and
then
you
we
had another one.
and then we had another drink before. Like,
He's
I
three drinks
am
in and he's toast.
3 drinks in. I'm not toast yet. I'm not even slurring my speech yet.
But your eyes look like
I'm out there. That's for sure.
so this dude was messaging me either on TikTok or
Hell yeah.
like the fake Instagram. Okay.
Great to be
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it does.
And so, but he would notice that I was chatting on that main page.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That
and
is a lot.
especially like all the physical work you have to do. And so he was like, why did you chat on there instead of just asking me? And I was like, I don't know. I just thought it would add to the conversation. I didn't think that. I wanted to, I'm always testing people,
Yeah.
you know? And so anyway, he had like good things to say. He was pretty decent. Like he wasn't coming on to me.
you guys until
What?
You can change, man. It's all right.
We won't
I
even know
changed.
you're changing.
Yeah, you can change in front of the computer
We won't have a clue, Steven.
unless you tell us.
So this dude was having, you know, he was like pretty cool. Like he was like, oh, hey, you know, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to go work out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, that's fine. But I was like, I was not convinced. Then he started talking about like iTunes. And he was like, I went to the grocery store today.
on a keyboard.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's what you want to do, you do that.
He was like, I couldn't find any iTunes cards at the grocery store I went to or at the mall. I'm like, your grocery store is in the mall? And he was like, no, it's like, you know, a shopping center, but I was looking for iTunes cards. I'm like, why don't you just purchase it straight from iTunes? I mean, that's what, if I was to buy something on iTunes, I would just buy it straight from the site. On my phone, you know, there's iTunes Store app.
Yeah.
Like, just go there. And I sent him screenshots. I'm like, you go here. And he's like, well, I need to update my phone. I'm like, no. Update your phone, but you don't do it with iTunes cards.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I sent him a bunch of screenshots. I was like, here is your iTunes store. I circled it. And then I'm like, and then you go to this. And then I circled whatever. And I pointed at whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, you choose what you, go in the search thing. And then you search for what you want. And then it comes to this. And you click on the dollar amount. Either like album or song or podcast or whatever you're purchasing, and then it asks you to double click to do the payment or whatever, and or you have to put in whatever payment you're going to use. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I don't have the card. I'm like, you don't need a card, you don't need the gift card. And then the next time I talked to him, he's like, oh, did you get those cards you were talking about? I'm like, I wasn't getting you a card. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't need a card. I'm like, even for my own kid, like, we would maybe get her a card, but she's like freaking a kid.
Yeah.
You know, that way she doesn't like blow all the money in our accounts on stupid shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you don't need a card. You're a freaking adult.
Yeah. Use
Just-
your credit card.
Just purchase what you want and don't purchase more than you want. And he's like, oh, I thought you were going to get a card from me. I'm like, no. Is that what you were trying to hint at? Because I don't get scammed easy. And he's like, oh, I'm not scamming. I'm like, okay, well, that's what scammers normally talk about. And then I decided to message that person that I had been chit-chatting with on the main page or whatever. And
Gandalf, welcome back. I am as drunk as I promised I would be.
I got him drunk. And so I sent him a message and I was like, hey, is this you? I have a feeling it's not, but if it's not, I'm going to go ahead and report it. And he's like, yeah, that's not me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, by the way, I really do like the stuff that you like have as your brand. That looks really interesting. I may ask you questions later about it. He's like, all right, cool.
Heck yeah, we need brand I need to watch. There's a Devin Nash video that came out today about how to get branded as a low viewer streamer or like a new streamer. So
Yeah. So he does a lot of reels, and I don't know anything about reels, but I do have friends that do reels and stuff like that.
So you can everything that you do on TikTok, you can send to Instagram automatically and make it a reel.
Okay.
That's where the TikTok videos that I put up there, they got 500 views on TikTok, 3,000 views on Instagram.
Dang.
Yeah.
So yeah, he confirmed that he was not who I was talking to, which I already figured. So then I told this person, I was like, I think the gig is up. I know who you are not. You need to come straight with me. And he was like, at first he was like, I don't know what you mean. I was like, I know you're lying about who you are. I want to know why you do this. And
Not a huge deal. Getting 1 to 2 mil.
oh, okay. Here's
I'm
the
not gonna worry
technical
about it. Yeah,
difficulty time.
I'm too drunk to even consider trying to troubleshoot that.
So then he was like, okay, he's like, you got me, you caught me. What do you want now? I was like, I want you to apologize for one. I want you to tell me why you chose to try and scam a chick that has been through hell in her life and think I deserve that. And thirdly, I want to know why you do it.
Oh, is this the one that was like, oh, that's just how we make money here?
He
Yeah,
goes,
you
that's
did tell
just
me
my
about
he
that.
goes, that's just my way of life. That's our way of life here. It doesn't excite him tonight because you know what excited him? An adios, motherfucker.
Yeah, I had so much alcohol. That's what excited me. And now I am way too drunk to try and... If I troubleshoot something right now, it's going to make it worse, I promise. Like, I wouldn't even trade right now. And I have, like, pretty strict rules on trading. Oh, I probably will. I'm drunk enough that even though I'm tired, I probably am going to want to do at least some, like, core keeper or something. Not familiar. Oh, is that oh, Netflix. Oh, they dropped? So yeah, so I don't do a lot with stocks. I do a lot with the Forex.
Like 40%
Holy shit. What happened?
Because they've lost their viewers and they're gonna tighten down. They're gonna tighten down like
Oh, really? Huh.
Had already got all my PC parts need to put it together. My 912
Yeah,
00
yeah. Steven Perez has been texting me the last couple of days talking about or asking about like graphics card and stuff like that.
shared password.
Wow, yeah, we're gonna get banned then, I guess. Yeah. Hey, Netflix, if you want to sponsor the stream and you're watching, we watch Netflix all the time. Yeah, okay. I guess I don't need to look it up anymore.
00 Facebook credits. Calling Carl lose about 2.4 mil next quarter.
Let me see what I made today. I had a really nice trade today on the Forex market.
People about turning 5K 110 payment.
I didn't really measure, but here you go.
Holy shit. Okay. There's no ice in that, and it's very blue. Okay. Yeah, I got a nice 3R trade today, so I did close it out before the market closed. And the only reason I did that is because the French presidential election is this weekend, and depending on who gets, so they're both oddly enough, both candidates are conservative. Ooh. But the more conservative candidate has talked about allying with Putin.
Forex is the foreign
So,
exchange.
I
don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure it's a foreign exchange.
The prop firm that I work for, that I trade for, allows gold. So I've done a couple trades in gold. They haven't gone well. I still need to figure out the whole gold thing. But I do. So Forex is the foreign exchange.
Oh,
F-O-R-E-X.
I was right. Okay.
F-O-R-E-X, not the number 4. But I do, most of the trades I do are on US dollar pairs. Typically,
like US with the yen or
yeah, US dollar, yen, euro, US dollar. I do a little bit on the
pound or the
British pound, US dollar,
or
the
Australian.
Aussie dollar,
Yeah.
US dollar, and then I do
I
cross
do pay
pairs.
attention.
You do pay attention. I do cross pairs too. The trade that I had today was on actually the US dollar Swiss franc, and that was a little over 3R trade. You know, I'm at a point right now where I'm doing 0.1% risk. I don't trade in the ruble because it's not allowed with the prop firm, and it has never been allowed with the prop firm, so the sanctions have nothing to do with it. But probably about a month ago, if you had shorted the ruble versus the US dollar, you probably would have made a lot of money. And then recently the ruble has artificially inflated their value, so you could probably have gone long on them and done pretty well. But I personally, I'm not going to trade in the US or in the ruble, because for one,
It's freaking Russia.
the prop firm
We
that
don't support
I
Putin.
work for doesn't allow it, and for two, it's way too volatile right now. It's like they're artificially inflating it, so you don't know when that's gonna drop out the bottom. When Russia invaded Ukraine over the weekend, so the Forex market closes on Friday and opens on Monday. It closes on Friday at 1700 my time. Excuse me. And it opens on Sunday at 1700 my time. So when Ukraine invaded, or when Russia invaded Ukraine,
Recently, like the other city.
Yes. Euro versus the dollar. She's on her 3rd drink. I'm on my 5th drink, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you can count this one drink, it's really like 6. Is that good?
Super good.
Yeah.
That is, wow.
I added a little orange
the strawberry,
juice, and then I added some of that
margarita mix is, whoa. You should make sure that I'm
a
not
little
crazy.
scared.
Just take
I'm
a sip.
Scared. Your drinks are scary.
It's all kale juice, yeah.
It's so strong.
It tastes good. Anyway, so that when Russia invaded Ukraine over the weekend, when the market opened that Sunday at 1700, it gapped. And are you familiar with what gapping is, Gandalf, in the market? Hell yeah. Clothing.
He's not wearing any.
Hey, Lulu. So anyway, so gapping is what. So when the market closes, so the Forex market is 24/5. So there's not a whole lot of gapping that happens.
Yeah,
No.
I buy a lot of stuff from the Gap.
The only gap that I'm drunk. So gaps only happen in the Forex market at 1700 my time, when the day switches over, basically. So there's usually a slight gap. And then over the weekend, the market closes. All kinds of shit happens over the weekend. And then sometimes when it opens on Sunday evening, there's a gap because it's adjusting for whatever happened over the weekend. In the stock market, there's a lot of gaps because it closes every day at 5 Eastern time and then opens every day at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So there's always gaps for post-market activity and pre-market activity. Forex market doesn't have a lot of gaps. Well, when Russia invaded the Ukraine over that weekend, it gapped. Normally a gap for the Forex market is like 10 pips, maybe. That's like a big gap for the Forex market. When Russia invaded Ukraine, the euro US dollar gapped 118 pips, which if I had been in a trade, say, for that weekend, that would have been equivalent to like $200 of a gap. Or no, actually it would have been more. It would have been, so 118 pips at $10, it would have been over $1,000 of a gap. It would have been enough to like, okay, you're losing your account. And because it's a gap, like a stop loss and stuff like that doesn't help you, because the price doesn't travel through your stop loss. It just closes at one point and opens at another. And so you're just stuck with whatever it opened at. So I would have lost my account. Thank you, Steven. So I've gotten to a point now, especially with the French election happening this weekend and the fact that one of them is very supportive of Russia.
Oh, geez.
I wanted to close my positions before the market closes today.
Closed.
And so, but I closed it with it was like a 3-point, it was a little over a 3R return. So that's good. Typically you're looking for 2R on trades, and it was 3R. So I'm happy with it. But it was a successful trade. It's kind of a, oh, for mining stocks.
Here, look at me for a second.
Okay, mining metals, because I mine crypto. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at that when I'm not so drunk. I am gonna get into stocks later in my trading career. Right now I'm focused on the prop firm. Once
you make a good bit,
yeah, once I get to
substantial on your own.
So I need to get to, there's several levels. Right now I'm at the $20,000 account. Once I get up to the $720,000 account, which is like 8 levels, I think, I'll be able to start diversifying. And I do plan on getting into stocks at that point. I plan on getting into stocks. I plan on setting up a trust fund for Chrissy Gumi.
Maybe paying off.
Well, we're
Braden's
gonna pay off debt as we go. Yeah.
Well, and Braden's truck. I want to pay
of
off
course.
his truck.
Yeah, of course.
Because can you imagine if he goes to make his payment, and
when I get to the $720,000,
when he's a professional.
Yeah. Well, I am a professional.
Well, you are now, but a super professional. Could you imagine when he goes to make his truck payment and they're like, "Oh, somebody paid your truck off."
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Who paid my truck off?
We gotta pay our trucks off first, though. Maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll keep making payments on our trucks. Yeah, we'll pay it. We'll take
his off.
We'll take care of the kids first, and then we'll hear what's up. So it could be by the end of this year.
That's not your house.
That's not
Jesus.
how investing works, but okay. That's why. So earlier we were talking about how I am weeks from getting my bachelor's degree in accounting, and I'm already talking about trying to go for a master's degree. But I would go for a master's degree in finance. If I did get a master's degree in finance, I could be an actual financial advisor. But even at the level that I'm at, I would not advise you to consider investing as a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. But at the same time, I would be willing to manage a portfolio for you if you would want me to for a 10% commission.
Which is a lot less than most places wouldn't charge.
Yeah, but we can talk about that later. I'm not at that level yet. If I was you, I wouldn't trust me with your money.
He's still figuring out his own account. What should I have next?
This is really good, honey. I like it. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more of that margarita mix, but I'll just add some now. I didn't. She said don't drop it in case you couldn't hear her. Steven Perez, what are you drinking tonight? It makes it so much prettier. It's like a nice purple now. I was saying purple. Chrissy May's saying muddy. Yeah, well, that's what you did with this one, and it turned out okay. That's true. Good mixologist. Yeah. No. Definitely looks earthy. Kaz, welcome to the stream.
Hey.
Good to see you. Chrissy May's mixing a drink off camera here, but she's wondering how you're doing.
I watched this stream the other day. If you guys aren't following Kaz, you need to be, because he does some cool shit on his channel. Like the other day, he was watching this thing. It was like a murder mystery type thing, but you can like be interactive with it. Super cool. And they were British, so that's interesting too. I was sharing to him some of my weird British shows. I don't think they're on Netflix anymore.
Which one? Hers?
This one, yeah.
It's got blue Caraco in it. That's
Blue Caraco,
that's the
grenadine,
cool thing
and
about
orange
blue
juice.
Caraco. This one had a ton of blue Caraco, but I poured a bunch of strawberry daiquiri mixed into it. Now it's purple.
You want to taste mine?
Yeah.
It's kind of strong.
You said that about mine. I don't think it is.
Your drink was hella strong. There was 7 different liquors in it.
Tastes like orange juice.
What orange juice in it?
Yeah.
It's half liquor, half orange juice.
It's not strong.
Oh, yeah, it is. For sure, it's strong.
It tastes like orange juice. It's delicious. You gotta drink more of it. Remember the last time I had you drink Aloha, motherfucker?
It does sound like a challenge. The last time, I think I told Kaz about this, I reminded him that the last time some shit happened was where I was talking about Jorge, and that's what got me on the Jorge thing.
Yep.
And I don't even know what brought it up on his channel, but I was like, that's like some Jorge shit.
It was probably some haunting or something.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, no. I have no clue. We talk about random stuff. I told him about he who should not be mentioned on here. And
He who should not be mentioned?
yeah, the drama and everything. So I told him all the drama. So he was like all clued in.
He who should not be mentioned.
Send you a message. And then oh, you were gonna look at my phone instead of check yours.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
And so now he's clued in. It's like we don't try to have drama on here.
Yeah.
So, but I did clue him in.
Well, yeah, this is a place where you come and you can like get away from all the bullshit. So that's why we try not to talk about politics. We try not to talk about like big news stories.
But we talked about politics.
Like
We're talking about big news stories. Like, what about that Washington D.C. sniper dude that everything was on lockdown for today? I don't know what happened.
That was today?
Yeah, like, did they ever catch that person?
I mean, my phone. I was up in the mountains, so my phone wasn't working.
Let's look it up.
I mean, the only DC sniper I know was in like the 90s.
Yeah, when I was a cop. My police chief asked me a question about the DC sniper, and like everybody in the country.
Yeah.
No, there was one today.
That's what I was thinking.
It was like a shooter. They had an active shooter.
Pizza's on the way.
They had an active shooter, and they locked down a bunch of shit because of it. But like back when the DC sniper was going on, all the police departments in the country were like in on it, trying to help out DC to figure out what was happening, because he like targeted specific areas and everybody was trying to figure figure out if it was like a if there was like logic to it. And I remember my police chief asking something, and I was the one that was like had the good answer. I was like, man, I'm freaking meant for this. Okay, DC active shooter. Oh,
Sir Yeager, hello.
wow.
How are you?
The person was found dead in an apartment building. Okay.
Okay, that escalated quickly. The pizza's on the way.
Ooh. Hey, Sir Yeager. So I have a question for you. Do you drink Yeager?
Where are you from?
Where are you
What
from?
is
Do
your
you drink
name?
Yeager?
Who's
What are you
your
drinking right now?
First crush.
First crush?
I don't know.
Who was your first crush?
My first crush? Gwen Stefani.
Seriously?
Yeah.
She had like that bangs that was like rolled back
yeah,
and like weird.
in that
red lipstick.
I'm just a girl. Just a girl.
You're fine. Guess. Where?
Yes. Sir Yeager?
Sir Yeager's from the UK, I think.
I think so.
Milk.
Okay. Need the calcium.
Is it warmed up milk or just straight milk?
For bedtime?
Yeah. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Like when she was on Saved by the Bell or when she was on 90210.
Thinking about a movie. Are you thinking about the new
Uncharted.
Doctor Strange?
Uncharted.
Well, no, I saw Doctor Strange.
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Okay.
Hey, yeah. Every version.
Every version.
So I used to live on the Kentuckiana border in Newburgh. Cold
milk. Okay.
Cold milk.
Cold, period. Milk, period.
Yeah, I used to live just across the border of like Henderson. Was it Henderson?
Yeah.
Henderson. Or Owensboro was a little to the east of me, but I used to go to Owensboro all the time. Madisonville was south. Man, people in Madisonville, they have an accent.
Everybody has an accent.
No, down there though.
Literally every
They sound
human
very
being
southern
on
there.
the planet has an accent.
No, in Madisonville, like, okay, you could be in southern Indiana and you could be like, oh, maybe they sound country or southern or something like that. Then you cross the border into Kentucky and it's like,
Oh, they have
boom.
that no teeth accent.
Yeah. And then you get to Madisonville.
No offense. I don't mean to offend.
Madisonville was like in the thick of it. I felt like I was like,
I
oh my
stopped.
gosh.
So when I stopped at a gas station in Kentucky, let me see if I can recall this.
But they are south of the Mason-Dixon line. So, I mean,
Ooh.
anyone south of the Mason-Dixon line is going to sound southern.
I barely understand what they
as long as you don't
Like
sound like
Rochelle?
Arkansas. Like when I was in basic training, there was a chick from Arkansas. I could not understand what she was saying, and I had to look in her mouth to see if she had teeth, because it made no sense.
Come here. You got teeth?
Because it was like a jumble. It was like I would stare her. I would be like, "What the hell is she saying?" And I had been around people that spoke with a southern accent for a long time. She didn't make any kind of sense. And then she's like, I'm from Arkansas. She said it very slow.
Oh, down in the, yeah.
Fort Campbell. I wouldn't mind it. I'd be close to my friends.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. So my thought in my head is Fort Sam Houston, Fort Carson, Fort Campbell.
No Fort Bliss anymore?
I mean, if it's there, yeah, but I don't think it'll be there.
And that guy might not even be there
He
anymore.
might, yeah, I don't think he is. I'm on the Fort Bliss, like, AMSO email.
What? Seriously? Like he
channel.
was just
Yeah.
totally
He's like,
expecting
this
you were
guy's
gonna be here.
coming. Let's put him on the email. So I get all the
This guy's
Fort
not
Bliss,
coming, but we're not taking him off.
So I get all the Fort Bliss emails about all their like crap that they're dealing with right now.
Really?
Okay.
That's the best one to you?
So episode 3 was the best one for you, huh? I never saw it.
What?
I never saw episode 3, and because
You were married to me.
well, no, because episode 2 turned me off so badly that I just didn't even bother going to see episode 3.
I kind of lose. Hey, thanks for the follow.
But yeah, that's on your channel. Look at that.
I need all the followers I can get.
Yeah, we're trying to get her. Well, because if you get affiliated, we can't stream on YouTube anymore.
I don't stream on YouTube anymore.
I do.
Anyway.
I stream on Twitter now too.
You do?
I don't think we have any viewers on Twitter though.
Not just the best one.
Not just the best one.
So, I'm an old person. Whoa.
Wow, you think so, huh? Maybe I should watch episode 3 finally. I do know that
I listened to
Samuel
the audio
Jackson
tapes.
was in there.
I listened to the audio tapes
I
when
should
I
probably
was
let the puppies out.
when I was married before. Gitch is trying to walk and he is looking a little crazy. He looks like he's just started walking on the moon for the first time. Bad hip and he's drunk and he looks like he's walking on the moon. Puppy, here, you want to go potty?
Come here.
He doesn't want to. Oh, he's getting up for you. So, I was married one time before, the husband for Gitch. On my honeymoon, this is what I spent on doing on my honeymoon was I was listening to the Star Wars
Doing
audiobooks. I was listening to the audiobooks. And that's when I realized that like the movies I was born and raised like watching as like in the 80s or whatever were like at the end of stuff. I didn't realize there was a whole bunch before that, So that was kind of like crazy to me. I had I think he's falling down. I think he's going to the bathroom and he fell down. I probably should not have mixed these drinks for him. He says he's okay, he's good. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah. Us tonight, Sir Jaeger, we're doing good. I'm doing good. He literally has... He might be able to game. He might be able to, Gandalf. He might be able to. He's a lot better than I've seen him before when he was like living by the toilet. So I think there's hope for him. But yeah, Kaz, when he was like on the toilet the last time that he was mega drunk, oh, it was bad. I got him in the bathtub because he had puked all over himself. When was episode 3 out? Jaeger, how old are you? Roundabout. Are you graduated from high school? I'm going to look this up. What is my password? Okay, let's look here. When did episode 3? Oh, okay, 2005. So you were born after that. I mean, you're not that far away from my son's age. Like 4 years or 5 years away. It's okay. You're like in... I liked Empire Strikes Back. I mean, that's like, I'm old though, The what? The Han Solo? That we saw with one of your sergeants or something? Oh, you saw it with Chrissy Gumi? What? He's sliding around on the floor like a weirdo. It just makes me keep looking over my shoulder. Oh, here comes Pierre. Come up here. Get away from him. He might fall down on you. Come on, Barley. Barley's still limping, poor little guy. Hi. Risky business. Come on now. You gotta like slide in like Tom Cruise in that movie. He'd probably break his hip if he did that. Are you doing it over here?
No, there can only be one.
What are you doing? Oh, you got a microphone? Oh, okay. You want me to get out of the way so you can slide in? Okay.
And that would be revenge of
Here it comes. Oh, we barely saw you. You barely got seen. He's gonna do it again, y'all.
This is entertainment.
Ah!
If you guys could have seen what I was seeing off screen. If you could only see. I should have taken a video or something.
Yeah, done it as like a short or something, or like a TikTok.
When is
I'm
the
winded
pizza?
now.
Do
Do it without pants.
pants.
Yeah, because you got to have the underwear on. That's the risky business thing.
Yeah, you have to have that button-down shirt with the
I was
boxers.
delivered apparently.
Oh, it was? Let me go look.
Okay. All right, now I got to entertain everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you? Oh, I am winded. I just wore myself out sliding on the floor. Man. We need to get a better table for this show. The table that we have has a very like shallow lip, so trying to like get these microphone arms to clip onto them is kind of a struggle. They don't get to like fully seat in. So yeah, we should probably have that. We should have a whole like area set up that's just for the stream. School and soccer, okay.
Very confused about both.
Really? What are you confused about? I don't know that I can help out with soccer, but I might be able to help out with school. Well, good thing you looked. Really? Really?
How much longer you gonna be on tonight?
At least another hour. We usually do 3 hours at least. You got some
I got some cheese bread.
cheese bread, huh?
So what's going on here? He was thinking about school and soccer.
Yeah, I asked him what he's confused about.
What?
Oh, come on, man. Listen,
Oh, literally.
I had shit grades in grade school
And he got
and middle
a
school.
pretty wife.
And I got a pretty wife, and I just am graduating college after 21 years of trying. So
Seriously, you had to tell him that?
it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Also, I fly helicopters for a living. So I think I did pretty well for myself. Thank you very much.
You should have said that first. Besides saying, I've been in college for 21 years.
Well, because college wasn't my priority. The Army was.
Yeah, so those girls, they can like go suck it. Like, girls are so crazy.
Especially
They're literally crazy.
seeing, what are you in high school or college? Either way, they don't know.
Well, what do you want to be? I'm interested.
Yeah, me too. Don't say a fire truck though, because
If he
That's-
wants to be a fireman, that's cool.
No,
I'd like to be
fire
a fire.
truck. I
Oh.
didn't say fireman. I said fire truck. Because I wanted to be a fire truck when I was a young child.
That's super
I
funny.
get you.
A history professor.
Okay,
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
In order to be a teacher, it really has to be a calling. So that's good.
I had a crush on my 9th grade history professor.
Everybody had a crush on their 9th grade history professor.
This guy looked like a nerd. Who would want to have a crush on him?
I had a crush on my 7th grade geology teacher.
Mrs. Pulisic?
No,
Who?
I don't remember her name.
Ms. Leonardson?
I don't remember her name. She was like brand new teacher out of college.
Hmm.
She wore sweaters all the time.
Is that why you married me? I wear sweaters all the time?
Probably. That's probably the only reason.
You're such a dick.
It's like, yeah, she wears sweaters. Let's put a ring on it.
Cardigan away. Here we go. She's wearing cardigans.
Let me take a knee in front of picking her up at work.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. Sweater puppies. Man, that is an old reference. That's when WWF was still WWF and not WWE.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
King Jerry Lawler.
Boobs.
Oh, yeah. There's some high quality pepperoni. I tell you what. Papa John's, if we want to sponsor this stream.
Now I'm joking.
Wait, he's joking. You don't want to be a history professor?
No, he has a crush on me. That's what he's joking about.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Stephen Perez saying that. I didn't even read who it was from. I was like, oh, yeah, I know Stephen. You're always calling my husband hot.
I'm a big fan of the New York style, but they had this epic pepperoni stuffed crust, and so that's what Chrissy May wanted.
You got some baddies, huh?
Well,
What is your typical girl that you're attracted
If
to?
things are well in the female department, then don't worry about the baddies. Just write them off. It's whatever. If you got good ones, who cares about the bad ones?
I just want to say this. The girl that you're probably going to date now is probably not going to be your wife. Don't buy her a gift.
Well, I don't know what part of life is he in.
I don't know. If you're in college, maybe spend some more time and, money on her or something. If you're in high school, you have a very low chance of marrying that person. Do not buy them.
And if you do marry them, it's probably not going to last.
They might if it's in high school. You
In
never
high
know.
school, I mean, the statistics are against them, though.
You're lame. I knew baddies were good, but you thought they were badass chicks. Like bad in a bad way. You
Let's
gotta
swear.
get with the times.
I get
bitch.
it. Okay, I'm old. I get it. I know the baddies are hot, but the hot ones are usually crazy.
Oh, you don't want to be the crazy chick. Guys say that sex with crazy chicks is good.
You don't want to be with them, though.
But they will stalk you. They'll make your life hell. Like, it's crazy.
I don't
My
know if you
sister
watch
is one of them, so
How I
I
Met Your
know.
Mother, but the what's the guy's name?
Barney?
Barney. Yeah, his little scale of like crazy to hot ratio is pretty much spot on.
So, my roommate back in Indiana, Paul, he had some freaking crazy chicks that he was with. My bedroom was above his, and so I could hear everything through like the vent, the register or whatever. And he,
I'm not tall once. You gotta be my height at least, bro. I swear.
how tall are you?
Tall, huh? Okay.
Hmm.
I like short girls. That's why I married her.
Is that why you married
It's not the only reason. But
me?
Well, I was attracted to you when I met you at the karaoke bar.
I thought it was because I sent you a lot of pretty pictures beforehand.
Yeah, but I didn't know how tall you were from the pictures. I met you in person. I was like, ooh, she's a short girl. That's how tall I am.
Yeah, that's pretty tall. Are you looking for basketball players? That's what you should be.
That's a tall girl though. 5'11".
My friend Roxanne would be into him. She's really into younger people.
Yeah. And she's tall too.
She's like 6 foot
She's
one.
like 6 foot, yeah.
What is it, Barley? What is it, dude?
Yeah, I stopped out at 5'11", but I also smoked from the age of 8 to 14, so I kind of stunted my growth with that.
I don't have an excuse like that. I have a short mom.
Stopped growing.
I have short grandparents. For anyone. Oh, geez, Gandalf, you
That's
could have
what
been
my
so much
dad is.
taller.
My dad is
Why
that
aren't you
tall.
taller, Gandalf? Why aren't you 6'7"?
I could have been that tall,
My
but I smoked.
ex-husband is 6'5".
I'm not.
I said my ex-husband.
I know, but I'm not.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're not my ex-husband because I'm divorced from him.
Fair enough.
What is that?
Crying.
Oh, you can find girls like
Yeah,
that.
there's lots of girls like that.
I mean, I'm pretty sometimes, and I'm nice
You're
sometimes.
pretty all the time.
And I do
don't know
like
about
Star
nice.
Wars. I don't. What are you doing? You cannot have this alcohol, dog.
He's just like open his eyes, like give it to me.
You don't get any, dude. You just don't get any. His tail's wagging. You hear that? Hi. No toys and food for you. There's nothing up here for you.
Nerd chicks are the way to go, though. Yeah, if you can find a pretty nerd chick, there's a lot of them out there. They're the way to
I
go.
wouldn't consider myself one. Would you?
I mean, you try. You try to like show interest in the things that I'm interested in, which would qualify you as a nerd chick.
Soccer. Yeah. I have a girlfriend that she and I. Okay, I was goalie.
Oh, okay.
She
I've
was a
never played
midfielder
soccer.
too. She was on the Olympic team, my friend Marie. She was amazing. So, when I played hockey, they wanted me to be a left wing or like a forward.
I thought you were the goalie in hockey.
I was the goalie.
Okay.
I was like, I cannot skate to save my life. So-
put me in front of. Put me somewhere where I don't have to move.
Yeah. And it was the first year they had high school hockey that I started playing, and I was like a devastating person to come up against. I was like checking those people.
You're not supposed to check people as the goalie.
They didn't have refs coming down and following players, so I was like, they don't see me. Any of this. You don't get any of this. I don't want that food anymore. Drink.
He's gonna eat the microphone.
Dude? What are you doing?
He's trying to be like, I'm the star.
Lord. That is not food. That is not food, little guy.
Oh.
Oh, my chair's gonna break. You just slid me over. My chair started going. What the heck?
Viva wants to go outside.
You don't know about being on the Olympic team? I mean, they're always looking for people. Are you on a traveling team? Yeah, you should definitely play. Not only does sports help you with like other subjects in school, like math and science and stuff like that, but I mean, it's really good for your self-esteem. It's good to catch the girls. Because, I mean, I always thought guys that played sports were like much more hot than like regular nerds.
I was a drama geek.
Yeah, if
I was a
they
drama
do,
geek.
there are a lot of studies that show that. It's also if you're playing sports or
Well-
you're playing an instrument.
The sports itself doesn't help, but the discipline helps.
Yeah. And it also helps something with like how your brain waves like work. It all helps. I remember. I read a study about it. I read a
I'm
lot
so
of
drunk.
studies. You have a sore throat?
No, drunk. I'm so drunk.
Oh, you're so drunk. Do you want the rest of my drink?
No, I got this still.
You got your muddy milk?
Mm-hmm. High five.
I was gonna give you a high five, but okay.
I was with Kaz.
Yeah, I was gonna give you one too.
Okay. I don't want to leave you hanging.
Hey, Kaz. Are you drinking tonight, or I thought you were working maybe? You took the other night off. I keep up on Kaz's life.
Apparently.
So he's... Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Kaz normally streams like in the morning when I'm up. Like, apparently he just gets home from work and then he streams.
That's the way a lot of people do it. You know what? Tell them about y'all's days. Oh, me. Okay. So, Steven, we know that. We know you love liquor.
I was like,
Um,
that's Steven.
So, my day, I woke up at midnight. No, I woke up at 1. I took a shower. No, I woke up at midnight. I took a shower, got ready. I left the house at 1:20. I got to work at 2 in the morning, 2 a.m. We drove 6 hours to Highland, North Carolina. I did a funeral detail where I was the presenter of the flag. I had to give the flag to the widow, and it had to be my rank. I don't know how to say anything with an Irish accent. I'm sorry. So the guy that died was the rank that I am, so they needed somebody that was my rank or higher. So I had to look that widow in the eye and say a little spiel that says, on behalf of the President of the United States of America, the United States Army, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a token of our appreciation for your loved one's honorable and faithful service. And then as she's crying at me,
Hand her a flag. You know,
hand her a flag. So that was my day. And then we drove 6 hours back. I got back to the house. Chrissy May did a wonderful job of setting up most of the stream. I finished up. She was sending me messages where she had the camera like backwards on the tripod and everything was unplugged that wasn't supposed to be unplugged.
Devin Bacon
I didn't know you called Devin Bacon. He just told me he was dog sitting, so he couldn't be here today.
Yeah, I called him.
So we got through that, and then I got home and finished setting up, and now the stream is live. So that was my day. And I've been getting force-fed straight liquor down my throat all night, and I feel great. I had that sound on the soundboard. It's not there anymore. Steven, we love you too. We love having you in the stream. Steven, if you're new to the stream, is like the OG returning fan. Like to the point where we're like real life friends at this point.
Interesting.
Yeah, Steven.
He's been
I'm like his
texting me
therapist.
the last couple days about like what computer parts to buy. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. The show has been actually really, so if you don't know, we started the show during the height of like lockdowns and the pandemic.
You need to drink the
That'll
vodka,
happen with the
Steven.
beers. Yeah, so when we started the show, like the lockdowns with the pandemic were at their highest point in the States. I was training for an Ironman, and I put the phone on the table and I was like, hey, honey, because I was testing whether or not the phone could do like a decent stream, because I was going to start streaming my workouts for the Ironman. I was like, hey, I'm just going to put this on the table. We'll like talk. I'm sure nobody will show up, and we'll just like see if it works out. There you go. That's the way to do it. So we did that, and we ended up having like 10 people in that first show just like pop in and talk to us and stuff. And we're like, man, that was a lot of fun. We should like make this a Friday night date night kind of thing. And
now we share our date night with like whoever comes in.
with whoever comes into the stream. And then now it's been what, like 57 episodes of this and one episode, so 58 episodes total of sharing our date night with
What the hell's that cat
with
doing
people.
over there?
He's trying to get drunk. So yeah, that's how it started. We really like, our whole goal with this channel is just to be a place for you to come in and just like get away from all the nonsense of life. Yeah, Gandalf has been here. We've had plenty of poly dating. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So we've had lots of people from all over the world come in. We've made lots of
I
friends.
don't know what poly dating is.
It's like he's dating, we're dating. It's poly dating.
Oh, Sniffles almost fell.
Well, he's a klutzy cat. He doesn't know how to cat very well. So the whole idea is it's just a place to come, get away from real life. We try not to talk about politics.
We talk about
Everybody
poop a lot.
poops. We do talk about poop a lot. When we have intern Ryan on the show, who's another guest host, he tends to talk about politics a lot. And then we end up going down that rabbit hole, but we try to stay away. Yeah, we try to stay away from like real life nonsense, because the whole idea is we're here, we're drinking adult beverages. Well, thank you, Steven.
Steven,
You didn't have to do that.
Steven,
We
we
appreciate
just
it.
love you.
Yeah.
You don't gotta tip us.
So we just really enjoy the show, hanging out with you guys. At some point we'll try to get like sponsorships. It is a business, but we're not trying to get money from you. Like we don't need tips from you guys. I'm a helicopter pilot. We're fine. So,
I'm a nursing student. I make no money.
I was just gonna gloss over.
My wife just spends the money. Are you bringing him on the stream? Nope. You almost took out that refrigerator and the closet.
Almost did. Okay. Nobody on stream saw me nearly fall over.
I'm watching you right
So
now,
it didn't
dude.
happen. But yeah, so like the whole idea is if you need a place to come and just like hang out and get away from like real life for a little while and not worry about what the hell's going on in the world, come on in. Like that's what we're all about. Just like take a break, hang out with friends, have a good time. That's what this show's all about.
Talk about whatever.
Yeah,
is going
talk about
on.
whatever. Whatever you feel like, whatever comes to your mind, we'll talk about it. I got no shame, and she's got no fear. We'll talk about everything. Like we said, we talk about poop a lot on this show. So,
And my stream
Good.
stream
Yeah.
afterwards
Hell yeah.
sometimes is kind of crazy.
and Sir Jaeger, we've had a lot of younger folks come in and like, if you got any questions, life questions or whatever, we're not qualified professionals or anything, but
I have a crap ton of experience.
Yeah, we'll
in
give you
life.
our life experience and we'll tell you what we think. So,
Yeah, sometimes I get people in my stream, like in my channel. They're just like, what do you think about this? Of course, I get a ton of guys that are just like, show me your boobs.
of
But
course. I mean, a good-looking girl like that, how could you not ask to see her boobs?
I
But
guys
that's-
have seen just me and basically my bra before.
That's for me, though. That's true. Oh. You're welcome. I don't know what you're saying thank you to, but
This guy is drunk.
yeah, we've said a lot of things between the last message and this one, so.
Yeah, today, I didn't do basically shit. Like, I went and got my hair done.
That's something.
I tried to set up the stream.
That's also something.
I talked to Andy on Discord.
That's something.
We hung out, and I fed the animals, and that's really all I did today.
I mean, all I did most of the day was sit in a van and sleep and start to feel sick.
But now, how do you feel?
Still got a little bit of crudiness, but I'm feeling real good right now.
Don't give me the COVID.
I'm trying not to. I hope I didn't give it to that poor widow. Like, that's what
God.
I'm...
Like, she was born during the Depression, and here he's got COVID, maybe.
Well, her husband was. I think she's a little bit younger than him. He
She
was
probably born in the Depression.
He was born in 1930. So like the middle of the Depression.
She's 4 years younger. It's still the Depression that she'd be born in.
True, yeah.
That's a hard time in the history.
It's crazy because his sister got up there to talk, and like apparently he would carry her to and from school because they had to like, I guess they lived in the Appalachians, so they had to go uphill to school.
It's a real story of going uphill to school
Yeah.
in
So
the
he-
snow.
So he would carry her to school and then carry her home. Yeah, it's great. He seemed like a really great guy, honestly. Like somebody to aspire to. So he was a logistician in the army.
Logistician?
Logistician, yeah. He did logistics.
Logistics.
He was a warrant officer, but he was in during Vietnam and Korea.
My dad was too. But my dad was not born during the Depression.
Yeah, he only missed World War II by a couple years.
Mm. Jeez.
That's why I asked his nephew. His nephew came up and was talking to us, and I was like, was he a pilot? Because he was a W3 during Vietnam, which is when
Oh, the warrants started.
pilots
Yeah.
started. So we started in World War II as mine layers.
You guys were like technical experts, but then afterwards they changed it so that you were warrants.
No, the warrant officer corps started in World War II, but the only job that was warrant officers was mine layers for like the ocean.
My
Like-
grandpa, when I looked at his tombstone or gravestone or whatever you call it, he was like a warrant from like before they called them warrants.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I didn't know
crazy.
that.
That's pretty wild. Because like that first group of warrants was literally the only thing they did was put mines in waterways.
Yeah,
They were like mine layers.
I could see that.
And then they like spread it out to other branches. So this guy came in when warrant officers were the logistics people. All the logistics warrant officers I've met like love their life.
Wow.
Apparently it's a great job. I don't know. But yeah, the logistics guys, they're like, oh yeah, I gave up my whole life to be a logistics warrant officer. Yeah, well, I mean, it is the Great War, so
I love to watch like all those documentaries about World War II. Unfortunately, like I find myself watching a lot of like Hitler's, bodyguards and whatever. And I'm just like, why am I watching this? I'm watching all these Hitler documentaries.
Hitler shows,
Yeah, these Hitler shows. I don't support that, but they're so interesting to see like what goes on in their head and like who did what and like when, the Britons or the Americans came in onto Normandy, like, what was the response and stuff like that. Like all these different documentaries show a variation of something. You see a different like slice, in everything you watch. And I'm just so fascinated. I love watching the pictures. Like the pictures, I'm just like shocked. I'm like, man, they have pictures from back then? Oh, yeah. And like, he could have.
Yeah, we get it.
For sure. Not
There's
that you're. I'm not saying you support him or anything, but
there's a lot of alternate history that what if Hitler had won. In fact, if you haven't yet, watch Man in the High Tower.
That is such a good show. We need to finish it.
Yeah.
But I think at this point we have to buy the rest of the seasons because it's not streaming on Amazon Prime. Only season 1 is streaming on Amazon Prime. I mean, I could be wrong. I'll look it up right now.
But yeah, it's a like an alternate history if Hitler and Japan had won World War II, what the world would look like. But then it's like stitched into our world. So somebody from our world like jumps over to that world. It's crazy. It's a good show. A really good show.
Oh man, it's gonna make me freaking sign in. Oh my god.
I can look.
Please. Oh my god. Why you gotta make this dumbass password, Gitch?
Because I care about internet security.
Here's about keeping me out of our account.
No. 10-minute poop?
Yeesh. I look.
Yeesh.
Can you put the password in here and then I'll look?
We gotta look up the password.
Oh my god, he's gotta look up the password because it's that jacked up. It's like 1 million characters, 1 million letters up and down.
It's one of our normal passwords.
Yeah. So Man in the High Castle, the book, was actually banned. It's a book from the 1960s and it was banned.
That's the password. I agree.
Sending it to me?
No, I'm just typing it in.
I liked 1984. I never read Animal Farm. I read 1984, Fahrenheit 451, Brave New World. Those are my favorites from back in high school or junior high. And I'm trying to think. Oh, hey, Squirtle. Okay.
Squirtle, welcome.
Daddy Andy was thinking about you the other day, Squirtle.
Where is my daddy Andy?
Well, he's
We're
not
gonna have to
in here
message
right
him.
now,
We're gonna have to
but-
message him and have him join because he's not talking. Sometimes he lurks.
Well, that's true.
Oh, should I go over and message him since you're doing stuff with my phone?
I want to kiss my daddy.
I'll be almost done.
In just a second, Squirtle, we can message him and see if he's in here. Sometimes he's got it on in the background and he's doing, because he does a lot of 3D printing and stuff like that. He's always like changing his measurements and stuff on whatever he's doing. I know he was printing something for his computer case.
WTF do I do if my husband isn't here? Is there another fresh piece of meat that I can propose to?
I mean,
Well, there's people
Steven.
in chat. Yeah.
There's Steven.
Steven's here. He'll be all about it.
Steven was taking his pants off last we knew.
There you see my
Yeah. Okay. My favorite book, honestly, is the His Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. The Golden Compass, The Subtle Knife, and I forget what the last one is. You're about to get proposed to there, Gandalf. I finished that drink, and I am drunk. The Wheel of Time.
G baby. It's nothing.
So the Wheel of Time series, I read the Wheel of Time series up until like I think probably the eighth book.
Book 5, I thought.
I think I read it up until the 8th book. And then I just got to the point where I was like, man, it's just like, let's go here now. Let's go over here now. Let's go over here now. And the world's going to be destroyed because that's just what happened last time. And I don't know. I just couldn't continue to be into it. We did do, if you go back in the VODs on YouTube, we did do a watch party of the first episode of Wheel of Time on Amazon
Prime. Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
I was doing homework, so I didn't pay a single bit of attention.
And
But
honestly, there was a lot of
read-
talking going on.
I had read the first book in the Wheel of Time. Wasn't that the whatever Jordan whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Robert Jordan.
Yeah.
It probably.
Just jumped onto the couch.
Yeah, he's wandering about.
Yeah, he was causing mayhem on the counter earlier. Oh. Daddy Andy didn't answer? But we were calling him Daddy Andy in our poker game the other night. His brother was like, what the hell? It was pretty funny, actually. Oh, yeah. Right?
What do you love?
Daddy Andy is the funny man. I heard he wanted to cheat on Daddy's nipple.
Oh, geez.
I don't believe that.
I don't think so.
No.
No. He actually said earlier today that he wished he had, like, he was like, where the heck is my fiance anyway? He's like, I need somebody to help me out in this house.
I did see that you commented on the YouTube video, so I do appreciate that. That's awesome. I don't think Daddy Andy saw that, though. I saw it, though. So.
Well, yeah. Daddy Andy, sometimes he's just, like, into his, like, thing that he's doing, like his 3D printing. He has 9 3D printers.
What?
9.
Wow. We're going to have to take one of them home.
Cheat.
So weird.
That is weird.
So, Sir Jaeger, this was a new development that we had happen on our last week's stream. Squirtle came in and became our friend, and he started proposing to everybody.
Yep. Everybody.
Everybody. If you would have been here, you would have been proposed to also. I don't know how not to not laugh at this.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because, I mean, most things just, like, slide off my shoulders, so I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's very humorous. It's, like, entertainment to me.
It is. Oh, I say. He's saying for the love of God because all his stuff keeps getting
Oh, all your stuff's getting...
pressed.
Oh, okay.
Why that was suppressed.
Because it's Squirtle. You're gonna be on the shit list,
That's
Squirtle.
right. That's right. You're gonna be on the FBI watch list.
That's funny, Jaeger. That's so funny. Are you posting like how many he's gotten like banned from it?
I'm just trying to. I gotta watch over here because this is the one that shows me whether or not it's being suppressed or not. Oh, here we go.
Yet another one. Yet another one, y'all. I don't know what's happening here. I don't see anything. Yeah, so Sir Jaeger. No,
Oh,
who can do
man.
that?
Squirtle. I don't think you realize what's happening right now.
Yes. I love it too. It's great.
Ultimately, we're all about giving people a nice place to hang around and
What is he
chat.
doing?
But yeah. Daddy Squirtle, I don't know that you realize Daddy Jaeger, not really the age group you want to be targeting here.
Oh, Jesus. Nope, he probably
Nope.
won't.
Nope.
He's too busy in school.
Yeah. High school.
Lord. That'd be like if Nora was on here.
Yeah, if she is still here. She popped in earlier, and then she disappeared. Well, you know,
Life is like that sometimes.
it's true. Gotta ask for that ID.
I mean, you never know. No, that's all him.
No, I don't do that unless I go to the bathroom.
I don't think that's going to happen either, buddy. Restream bot.
So Squirtle at RestreamBot is because you're on YouTube, he's on Twitch, so he's seeing the Restream bot talking to him.
I always wondered what that meant.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because the Restream bot will push the YouTube chats to Twitch, but they'll be under the Restream bot. So say Restream bot, and then it'll say Squirtle all over my face YouTube, and then it'll have his chat message.
You know, what's funny is my mom hasn't been in here. So normally, whenever I stream on my own channel, I start. No, don't shoo him away. He's my friend.
No, he's a good guy. He's been hanging out with us.
So I might be like talking to whoever. I might have people in my stream like asking crazy, dirty questions. Then my mom pops up. Oh, hey, kiddo. What have you eaten today? Like, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, people get really weird in your streams.
They do. And my mom is one of them.
Yeah, well, yeah. This didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
What the heck? You're putting it back?
Yeah.
With the rest of the little
I
tiny piece?
didn't want it.
This poor guy.
This Squirtle guy. Total troll account, but I love it. Him and his other.
Why?
all these I have a feeling that all the Pokemon accounts are the same person, but it is entertaining.
Squirtle, are you the same as the Pokemon accounts?
He's not gonna admit that.
Squirtle, Daddy Andy was wondering if you were a guy or a girl. Oh, jeez. Well, Daddy Andy wants to know if he has a wife or a husband.
That is an important question. That's true. He is Squirtle. I mean, he's a Pokemon, and it's a gender neutral Pokemon. That's like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Isn't.
I see.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I thought they were the same thing.
I can tell you this though, when you're having a kid, There comes a point where you feel, if you've ever been super constipated and you've pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and like the thing is not coming out, and then all of a sudden like your body starts convulsing by its own self and starts pushing the crap out, and
Okay, it's not.
then it's like, oh my god, don't do any more. I can't handle this. This is like, it's making your legs quiver. That's what it's like having a baby, but a little more painful.
Okay.
Taking a shit, that feels good. Taking a poop is like ouch.
Okay, I see. Hey, Sniffles.
No, that's never happened to me either.
I've not had that happen, no. I've not gotten turned on by taking a shit. I have taken a shit and been like, oh my god, that feels great. But I've not gotten turned on from taking a shit.
He's very skinny though. Aren't you, Sniffles? Dad, Sir Jaeger, this is our cat, Sniffles. He's our oldest cat.
Yep. He's what, 11 years old now?
Yeah. What is happening right now?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't turn me on. It just feels good sometimes when it comes out.
I don't have that feel good feeling.
No, you don't feel good when the toxic waste exits your body?
I feel like it's
Sometimes.
gonna happen again.
Yeah, well, it is going to happen again. I mean, that's just part
Like
of being
in
a
20
human being.
minutes for me though.
Yeah, well, yeah, fair enough.
I get very tired of pooping.
Okay.
I mean, when I was little, I used to hide in all sorts of stuff. If I had a cage, I would have hidden it.
The only way to treat you is free. I never flush your
Hey,
teeth,
Kaz.
so you don't and I enjoy the art.
Okay.
I couldn't
Do you know what Daddy Andy looks like? Or is it just what you imagine Daddy Andy
Yeah, I
looks
want to
like?
know what you imagine Daddy
Yeah,
Andy looks like.
'cause that's
Tell
gonna
us
be
what
like-
you think.
It's got to be like I imagine that he sculpts his turds into like a Roman sculpture of like
And you know what?
Ares, the
Andy
god
likes to-
Ares or
he'll
something.
pose like,
You sound like
Welcome to the stream, Kez. So Squirtle is he's a return guest from
he's
last
our return
week.
troll
Yeah.
from last week.
Yep, and he just tries to make things as uncomfortable as possible, but he doesn't realize that I have no shame, and Chrissy May is a cancer survivor, so we're not going to get embarrassed.
No, all sorts of people
yeah,
have seen
I
everything
mean-
on me.
I mean, I've handled dead bodies. Okay. Fair enough.
All right, tell him.
may I ask you a question?
Yes, Sir Jaeger
fair
is
enough.
so funny.
That's a good strategy, Sir Jaeger. I just had a hiccup. Oh man, I'm drunk. I had the hiccups.
Are you gonna yell at him like I did?
Not at the hiccups, no. Yeah, stop it! I'm not trying to sing along with the song or anything.
Some sniffles. He's being a crazy one again.
You can always ask.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to text and it's not going well. Oh no, now someone else is going to be dropping kids off at the pool. Daddy Andy can do that for you. Do I gut? I'm confused. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I do. Not Gitch so much. He doesn't really follow sports, but I do. Sometimes he'll surprise me and he'll talk about baseball. I'm like, "Whoa, really? You've been following that? Of all the sports, you're following baseball?" But I do follow the NFL. I am from Minnesota, so you'd think I am a Vikings fan, but I'm actually a Packers fan. But
I enjoy a nice smelling fart.
it's actually interesting when you're down in the Ohio River area, like it's all blue and white. You're either like everyone's a Wildcats fan, everyone's an Indies fan.
Easy face.
You're a Browns fan. Okay. Where in Kentucky are you on? Are you in the central area or western or eastern, I guess? I'm very interested. If you were Western Kentucky, I would think that you'd be a Wildcats and Indy fan.
Man, aren't you naughty man? He a brown fan because he enjoys a nice brown log.
No, he's not.
As you know where that is.
Oh yeah, I know where that is. Yeah. Okay. Let me see how far away from Ashland we are.
I drove through there often.
Oh, Gandalf. Okay. See how far away from here.
I want to ask all the men a question.
Okay, it's just across the border from where my sister-in-law lives.
I'm like 2
She's in
hours
Ohio.
from Cincinnati.
Yeah, that she lives in Cincinnati.
Men of Earth, will you all marry me, daddies? But I still like the brown.
I mean, you're pretty close to Cincinnati, so I get that. And Kentucky doesn't have their own NFL team. I mean, it's either you're going to like the Titans, you're going to like the Colts, or you're going to like the Browns. The Browns are the closest to you, like logistically. Gitch is doing some crazy dance where he's like, he's trying to walk, apparently. What are you doing over there, Gitch? Reading chat and getting caught up. Are you really that drunk? I'm literally not drunk at all. He says, I'm not drunk, you're drunk. Lord.
Where are the curved king bananas?
Oh, I made banana bread with them. What in the world are you doing? Why? Oh, okay. He's moving the camera. I'm shocked.
Used for naughty things with me. But the weird thing is my favorite MLS team is Cincinnati FC.
Making bread is naughty. Then they were used for naughty things.
Bread is not naughty.
Might be. You
I don't think.
you put nuts in it.
Oh, tell us about
Nuts
this
and
because I have
bananas.
not been following that. I'm going to look it up right now.
Baker Mayfield. Let's get into politics.
Oh, okay. He's a quarterback. Oh. So they traded him for Watson? Is that what I'm seeing? He's from the Cleveland Browns. He followed from Texas Tech. He played at Oklahoma. He's got a Heisman
American
Trophy?
Foot-build quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Drop him off at the Super Bowl and forget about him.
Oh, yeah. He must have played in the Super Bowl.
Did he?
Right?
Browns were in the Super Bowl.
Was it the Browns or was it the Bengals?
That's the big joke.
Oh,
Dropping the Browns off at the Super Bowl.
you're ridiculous.
That's what you say when you're going to poop.
He's had an injury all season. He admitted surgery's coming. But I mean, when you have a contract with somebody, like, does that mean that you're just gonna boot them?
Multi-million-dollar contract, yeah, probably.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
They asked about the lame duck quarterback, Baker Mayfield. That's what it says here. That's according to the NFL. That's their quote.
So basically, Baker had a rookie season and the Browns select. We kind of are exploring a new QB option, and Baker was like a 10 and the Browns were like TK, and Baker left anyway.
Oh,
My dream is to be Daddy Andy's personal toilet cleaner. I am going to school.
It's a worthy cause. It's a worthy. You
worthy
should
job.
definitely make sure you're going to a good state university to study how to be a toilet seat.
That's one of those
definitely-
dirty jobs.
You definitely want to have a 4-year degree for that.
What's that dude that does dirty jobs?
Mike Rowe.
Yeah, you can be an apprentice with
Mike
him.
Rowe, if you're watching this stream, we will definitely take a sponsorship for dirty jobs.
20 years. Criminal.
Right.
They pay me 5 turds an hour. Daddy Andy.
That's really low. You should value yourself better than that. You should value yourself better than 5 turds an hour. Okay.
I just can't even understand what's going on with the Browns. Like, it's just. I
The
feel
only-
like NFL nowadays is so different than like.
The only time I
years ago,
ever
even.
think of the Browns is when I'm telling that joke.
Really?
Yeah.
When I was a little kid,
Also, the only time I ever think of football is when I'm telling that joke.
okay.
I don't.
When I was a kid, you could
think
get
about
these little
football.
like bubble.
This family.
Yeah, right? Because he kind of got screwed over. When I was a little kid, you know how they have those like quarter bubble machines or whatever at like the grocery stores or the malls or whatever like that.
I love those things.
I would be at the grocery store and I'd put my quarter in to the NFL bubble machine. So you'd get the little bubble come down the little chute. And-
Bubble cum.
That's Dahlia. She's a little kitten.
She's a little skittish.
Yeah, she's a little skittish. And I would collect all these football helmets that came in the bubbles. It was pretty cool. I mean, I was like a kindergartner. But I was very into
Those
football.
little quarter football helmets.
No, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah, we have Dahlia and her sister Discord. Discord named after the Discord platform. Dahlia because she's black. She's a good little kitten.
Daddy Dahlia deserves
She's a girl.
Yeah,
Aren't you,
it's
Dahlia?
Mommy Dahlia.
Sweetheart. Little
She's very
kitten.
skittish. I mean, she's basically a feral cat,
Yeah.
which is crazy because she's been in our house her whole life.
But I don't know, it's weird. I mean, she hangs out with our blind kitty Stormy, so she loves Stormy, and I think that she gets all the anxiety from her.
Probably.
Oh, you're making her lick.
Yeah.
I
the-
used to be big
NFL is
into
lame.
fantasy football, but I haven't been on a fantasy football team for a while.
Oh, it's just jabbed into my stomach.
Yeah, she's a little crazy.
You're a star.
No, I don't like this.
don't want to be a star.
I actually recently got into fantasy Formula 1.
Fantasy Formula One? What is
Interesting. It's like Formula One racing.
that? You're so
Gotta trim their nails.
I need to go to sleep so that I can have naughty dreams of my lover Daddy Andy.
cute. All right.
All right, Squirtle. Have a
Squirtle,
good
we'll
night.
see you next week. Jock Dungeons and Dragons? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, that's basically what fantasy football is.
Premier League.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons for jocks. That's what fantasy football is.
I don't know what the Bundesliga is. It must be old. Just holding her head down. She's like, I don't want to see anything.
She's like, don't put me on camera. I don't want to be famous. But I really love being snuggled.
It's so crazy that they're like 8 months old now and they're so tiny. It's just a tiny little kitten. But they're so old. Look at her. She's just being a little bundle.
Yep. I love the black cats because you like can't even see them on camera really.
League in Germany for soccer. My parents call Black City this tiny.
Oh, it's the top league in Germany for soccer. I gotcha. I have a couple friends from Germany now.
So our black kitties, we're pretty sure have a little bit of Siamese in them. They're like wild, like Siamese cats.
They're like those Siamese cats on Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, the ones that aren't allowed to be on the movie anymore.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah, because Disney tries to be all woke and stuff.
Wait, what? What are they doing with
They
that?
took them out.
They took the Siamese cats out? Are you serious?
Yeah, that whole song is racist.
So, if you have the original Lady and the Tramp, it's worth a lot of money, I bet.
Probably.
It's total nation rated area height.
Yeah.
Dang. But I mean, literally, it's a movie from back
But
in the
it's, yeah,
day.
it's, but it's like
Are you going to
childhood, yeah.
change what history was? Like, are you
That's
going to
what-
change John
That's
Wayne
what
movies?
Disney tries to do
Are-
that. They go back in time and they take all their stuff and they remove it.
I mean, there comes a time where people just have to be like, okay, we realize
You
that
have
was
to
a
view
movie,
it through the lens of the
and
time.
it's entertainment, and like this was back in like the 70s or 80s or whatever, and like realize that it is not personal to you.
Yeah. Well,
Nobody is calling
that's
you
not
whatever.
that's not current culture though. Current culture is that if it personally offends you, then you can destroy it, take it down.
I mean, people are dumb now too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
not
never
that-
gonna. It's
not
never
that
gonna
people
change.
were dumb back then. It's just that things were priorities were different back then. I don't know. I just think a lot of people are overly sensitive.
I do think that.
Yeah, and in 10 years, stuff we say may be upsetting.
I mean, the stuff I say is upsetting now. It still doesn't bother me.
I mean, I lived in.
I'm gonna sleep a lot.
So we're gonna go through our niece's closet. That's our big thing.
Yeah.
Because she swears she doesn't have any clothes, and we're gonna go to Minnesota soon. And she's like, I have no clothes for the trip. She wants me to buy her a bunch of clothes.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through and make sure we got clothes that fit, and then anything that doesn't fit, we're gonna
Then we'll
get rid
just
of.
buy.
Yeah.
And anything that doesn't fit, we'll get rid of. Anything that fits her, she's got clothes. And then we'll actually know what she actually needs.
I think getting left behind, that's a perception thing. I don't think I'm being left behind.
I was explaining to Chrissy Gumi today when I lived in South Dakota that, it was really crazy to me because, like, you spend most of your life thinking that, like, racism is between, like, black and white or something like that. And when I lived in South Dakota, it was like I was in jeopardy because I was a white person. I was at harm's way because I was a white person. I'd be in the grocery store and the checkout people would like totally ignore me and take other people over me. They would ignore that I was literally there. And it was like
Depends.
the first
If
time
you insist an opinion is subjective,
that I ever
that's just a form of
had
consent.
like a
Hope y'all have fun with the trip.
recognition.
Thank you, Sir Yeager.
I'm very excited about the trip.
I am
'cause
too. It's gonna be a nice break.
Normally when I go home,
Yeah, but that's different.
yeah, but the kids nowadays are saying really jacked up shit. Like they
Yeah.
shouldn't be
The
saying all the
younger,
stuff
yeah,
they're saying.
younger generations.
Yeah. It's really offensive. Very offensive. And it's like offensive to the point that
And
they'd
it's-
be
yeah.
causing people to commit suicide.
Stuff that doesn't need to be said. Like I agree, there's things, there's terms that don't need to be said or don't need to be proliferated or stuff like that. But there's other stuff that people get super offended about these days that just doesn't even need to be worried about. So
I mean, literally, I always tell people this, like, I'm not super concerned about whatever is going on around me. Like, if my husband's deploying, that is like a big deal to me. The fact that I'm continually going to a hospital for a surgery and may not live through it, I think that's a bigger fear for me than dealing with the wokeness and the bullshit in the country. Like, I just have bigger priorities to worry about.
yeah, like all that stuff that going
Somebody saying
all-
I need to be super
everything,
PC.
literally everything on both sides of the aisle. I agree, but
I'm just gonna be straight out there. I don't sugarcoat anything.
no, there's no reason to sugarcoat. But he's talking about like using the N-word and stuff like that. Like there's no reason to ever
there's
do
no
that.
reason to say that.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Chrissy Gumi was actually telling me the other day. She's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, you need to talk to your school counselor when that stuff happens, because the teachers aren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
And then the kids are going to know that you tattled to the teacher. You know, I don't want her retaliated against.
Or being a quote tattletale. That's the other thing that's like challenging for kids is
There
like
are
you tell
literally
them
kids getting beat up on their way home constantly.
you tell kids that you need
Because
to be
they're a certain
honest
way.
and you need to tell the truth and all this other stuff, but then at the same time you reprimand them for being a tattletale. So it's like, how are they supposed to know
What's right or wrong?
what's right or wrong? So yeah. It's you just got to know who to report to versus just reporting it to whoever. But yeah, I mean there are things that are historically were acceptable that are not acceptable, and I agree with that, but that doesn't mean that you take the art from that period that when that stuff was historically acceptable
Doesn't mean you just make it
became
vanish.
art and you just get rid of that art. That's not good. You don't do that.
You just don't erase history.
That's like the same thing as burning the libraries in Rome when
That's like that book that we read in junior high where they get rid
Fahrenheit
of all the books.
451. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like because it offended you, or just because it offends you now, and it maybe wasn't offensive back then, there's still value to that art. There's still value to the art. Doesn't mean it should be. It's because something that's why do we do it? Well, because we've always done it that way. Well, that doesn't make it right. You know? So, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, history is a cycle. You're always going to look back on it. It's always going to circle around.
Yeah. So
That's what we're taught in history.
So that's the thing is like you can say, well, history is always rewritten by the victor. Well, that doesn't mean that just because you're not part of the people that consider themselves victors, you should be silent.
History is a cherry-picked nonfiction story.
I mean, it's not for everybody.
It can be if you go with like mainstream, yeah. But you can find real history. You can find it. It's there.
You can live real history.
And if it doesn't exist, then, you know, I don't know. My advice on it is just to always question the status quo. You know, if something is presented to you as, well, it's this way because it's this way, then question.
well, yeah,
why?
be the devil's advocate.
Yeah, why? And that's why everybody hates me, because I'm always the devil. You get frustrated with me
I
about
do.
that all the time, because I'm always the devil's advocate. Yeah, I'm always the devil's advocate. So if people are trying to tell me something as a fact, then I'm gonna always take the
I got super pissed
opposite
at
side.
Andy not that long ago because he was like team anti-cop, and like I worked really hard in my life to be a very good cop, and I worked with a lot of very good cops, but he was just like bullshit this, bullshit that, like cops suck, this, that, whatever, and I was just like really upset about it because
yeah, well,
I felt like
mean,
it was attacked to me.
Yeah. So the downside. So here's the thing, Gandalf. So the downside.
The ACAB thing is bullshit.
I don't know what the ACAB is, but the downside for me is I have such a devil's advocate mindset that I don't really get passionate about anything because okay, I got you. I got you. So I don't get passionate about very much. There's some things that I get passionate about that are very personal to me. But most things in life, I just don't get passionate about. And then people that are passionate about those things get
They
upset.
attack you.
They get upset with me, yeah.
Because they think that you're not on their side.
Because they feel like... They feel like because I don't see things the way that they see them, I'm against them. And it's like, I'm not against you. I just don't care. Like, I don't... One way or the other, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect my life.
Your personal day.
Yeah, so it's like I don't like it's so far down on the list of things that I care about that it just doesn't exist to me.
Yeah, he has had to move school 2-3 times cause he left Southern Ohio only fucking close-minded idiots in this area.
That's super true, Sir Yeager.
Relationship. Now that I see it from her POV. And the work culture status.
Yeah. So yeah, I've noticed a lot of those things like the
So Yeager, I have a cousin that was my best friend growing up. She's black. I mean, she's part black, but she identifies as a black person. And I mean, I grew up thinking like there wasn't any difference between her and I because we never made it a difference between her and I. But then when she entered a certain level of schooling, she was very discriminated against. And that really woke me up. Like I was like, oh my God, I can't believe people are being like this to my cousin. And it affected like where she went to school, what she did as a job, like, you know, scholarships she was available to get.
That's the part that I get passionate about because I literally don't understand it. Like the systemic issues that exist in this country.
That's exactly what woke culture is.
I disagree. But like the systemic issues that exist in this country,
That's the root.
like I don't understand. And the other thing that gets frustrating about it,
Such a small school, there was not really any bullying.
I could see that, Kaz.
I was bullied. I was bullied in grade school
I could see why you were bullied.
up
I've seen your
until-
pictures.
up until like the end of middle school, and at the end of middle school I became a bully, and then into high school I just stopped caring about all that stuff. But like the
You
power
guys should see
the
his
power
pictures
struggle and
growing
stuff
up.
like that. But like when it comes to the
He was
systemic
the
issues
smelly kid in school.
in the country, I actually got talked to by my 6th grade teacher about why I should take a shower every day and use deodorant and stuff like that. But but like when it comes to like the systemic racism and stuff like that, it's like, for one, I don't understand. Like, I understand why it exists,
Why it happened.
to begin
Yeah.
with, because of the culture that
But it
existed at the
boggles
beginning
my
of the country.
mind that it's been
But
like for
why it's
so
still,
long.
like-
Why have they not
like-
changed things to make it different by now?
Exactly, and like
There's so many people that talk
The-
about it, raise their voices about it. This is obviously a
it's an
situation.
issue. And the,
So
and the thing
why
is
it not
like
changed?
like what's the word I'm looking for? Where like you have to hire a quota of a certain amount of people.
Oh yeah, like if you're looking
Affirmative
for
action.
Yeah.
So I think affirmative action is great, but I think it's severely misguided. Yeah, that's right. So like, yeah, it's important because you need it. So because you have this group of people that have been suppressed for so long that's just like that's just where they're born there, and they just stay there their whole life. And if you don't give them some sort of leg up, they're not going to get out of it. And I get that, but it's to the point where it's like, I don't know, and I don't know how to fix it because it's such a big issue that me individually, I just can't, like, I don't know, I can't think of a way to like
Change anything.
make it make sense. But it's like, the idea that you have to have a certain percentage, and okay, so I know that earlier in the show we were talking about how we don't try to get into politics with this thing because it's starting to be
This
like
has really
and,
gone
like,
off the handle now.
this is the part of the show where we really get deep into the politics, but yeah, so like I just like there's no way for me to cognitively think about it and be like, okay, how do we fix affirmative action? Exactly, yeah. But it's important.
I have something to say about this.
Affirmative action
because
is
it
important,
affects me.
but
Being
at
a
the
female,
same time,
I have been in situations where men have told me, especially in banking in southern Indiana, where I was not allowed to wear pants as a banker. I only was allowed to wear heels. I had to wear skirts or dresses,
Yes.
pantyhose,
what the hell?
you know,
What does it
whatever. But that was like their dress code for females, and that was the rules. And a lot of females were like
In banking,
like weren't allowed to like have certain, like you could apply for a promotion, but you likely were not going to get it because a man was going to get it.
like in business
like-
in general, there's like this perception.
And
yeah.
then, like I had a lot of great
I agree.
ideas for sales. And so they were like, all right, we want you to pitch this to the local mall. But they sent
Some
two
guy
men.
would give
They
it-
sent
get
two men to
credit,
come
yeah.
with me, and they would actually present my sales idea to the manager of the mall. And then the mall manager, who actually was a friend of mine, had questions about this product that I had developed. And then they couldn't answer it because it wasn't their idea.
That's annoying.
And so
Yeah.
it was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then I got recruited to a different bank, and then things drastically changed for me. From then on, I got nothing but promotion after promotion. And I don't have a finance degree. I was a cop.
On 96
You know?
in 196
Yeah. So like,
So it was, I'm still talking.
sorry.
And so it's kind of like crazy to me when females are like, I don't get this chance. You know, I can't do this because, you know, men are going to make more. Men are going to get this chance. You got to make your chance. I made my chance, and I never suffered for it except for when I allowed it to make me suffer. I got away from that, and I was like, screw that. I'm going to be what I am. I know I am capable. I know I'm smart. I know I can do this job better than other people that I am doing this job with. So I'm just going to reach for the stars, and I'm not going to like whatever.
to go through all that to be treated equal.
Well, so and this is the one thing where I agree with that psychologist that's all over TikTok right now. I can't remember his name. It starts with a P. But anyway, he talks about how like because he goes on this show with this female that talks about like, you know, she had to like work really hard to get to where she's at, and he's like, well, why shouldn't you have to work hard to be successful?
I think everybody needs to work hard to get
Yeah,
where they want to be.
Exactly.
I hold you to accountability. There was a time when he was going through becoming a pilot, and he met some roadblocks, and he was like, oh, this is too much. This is obviously not where I'm supposed to be. I think I'm not going to go forward anymore. And I was like, what? No, you're going to do this. There's no reason that you're going to stop. You're going to keep pushing through, and you're going to do it because you wanted to, and that was your passion, and now you're going to make it happen. And I felt in my heart that there's no reason that you cannot make it happen. I've never been a person that was told no.
Successful is important to you, then you need to work hard.
Yeah.
Agreed. And so I do think that there's a certain level of resentment for people that find success without working hard. But I also think that a lot of people lose sight. So they see successful people, like they look at Elon Musk and they think, wow, he's
Yeah,
just
easy.
always been successful. No, dude grew up in South Africa. Like, you want to talk about a success story, look at the guy. You know, figure out about his whole background.
What I'm concerned about is, has he had plastic surgery? Because I've seen him like
I don't
before, and
I don't
then
know,
I've
and I
seen
don't
now.
care. But regardless, like, you know, he's the richest guy in the world.
Ruby mind.
That doesn't mean he didn't. That doesn't mean he didn't get to where he is because of hard work. Like Tesla didn't spring up out of nothing. His parents didn't hand him Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
That's
want to
what I'm
him.
saying.
That's for dang sure.
It's like it's not a bad example because exactly what you're saying, Gandalf, is like people.
I think
I
he
disagree.
Did. I think you did.
I disagree.
I mean,
Strongly
maybe
disagree.
maybe you're a little like, cynical because you're not like him, but he
Or don't
worked
have as
mega
much
hard.
money. He worked hard. Yeah, he worked hard to get the money that he has, and he's honestly his whole thing with Twitter, like he's gonna if it's successful and he's able to purchase Twitter, he's going to lose a large portion of his wealth in that
I've
deal.
actually thought about that Twitter thing and his like standing for like freedom of speech in it and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder, is that gonna like also include like, are people still gonna be allowed to bully? Or,
That's
you know,
the
like-
concern that everybody has, that he's going to open the door to like hate speech and bullying and spreading what is that sound? But they're concerned about the fact that he's going to open the door to hate speech, bullying, and spreading of false truth, which is a legitimate concern because I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that. I don't necessarily agree that he's a garbage human. I think
Does he even know him?
there's very few people in world history that I would consider garbage
Do
humans.
we actually know him personally to be able to say that?
I would consider Hitler a garbage human.
Yeah, that's true.
I would consider Stalin a garbage human.
That's true. Mussolini.
Basically, what I know about Putin, I would consider him a garbage human.
I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people think you're a garbage human, but they don't know you. They just
That's-
know what you say.
Yeah, that's the like. I don't think anybody's perfect. I'm certainly not perfect,
Oh, I'm not perfect at all.
and I don't.
A lot of people don't like
I,
me.
I wouldn't I don't think if you're gonna judge Elon's because he's a public figure, so of course
He's out there a lot.
He's in the public more than I am, but I don't think he's any more of a garbage human than I am. All right, Kaz.
Kaz does have a lot of fun on his stream, and he watches some cool shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to be careful with watching shows on stream, though. The DMCA is gonna crack down on that soon.
No. He's gonna be fine. Don't be one of those. We have
I'm
enough
just
of
saying
those
you
in our
don't
stream.
you don't want to risk your livelihood. Well, I mean, if you don't make your whole livelihood on streaming, then there you go, Jaeger. All right, we got two perfect people in this stream. We got two perfect people in this stream, so there must be a lot of them out there.
I mean, from what Jaeger told us, he's a catch, and
It's true.
the girls should be like knocking on his door constantly
True.
because he's a catch.
That's true. I know, right? On this channel of like, we got a whole 5 viewers right now, so there must be a lot of them in the world. I must be the
Yeah,
minority.
Kaz and I were talking the other day about how like there's a lot of people that do things against the TOS, but they are like, they let it slide.
Yeah, it's not that they let it slide. Like we could probably break the TOS every day that we streamed, and it wouldn't matter because we got all of 5 viewers, and nobody's gonna report us. But once you get into the like more viewership,
No, Kaz,
there's
Kaz,
like a-
Kaz gave me like an example, like of like somebody that is mega famous and whatever according to Twitch, and they obviously do things against the terms of service, and then somebody he knows that has like maybe 20 followers, and they were like tried to shut down
Yeah.
because
so
whatever.
there's definitely a double standard with that, and there's people like Amaranth. Her whole
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Amaranth, her whole like business model is pushing the edge and trying to get as close to breaking TOS as possible without actually breaking it, and then getting Twitch to be like, hey, you're breaking TOS, and having her legal team be like, no, actually she's not, and Twitch be like, okay, she makes us a lot of money.
What's NGL mean?
Not gonna lie,
Oh yeah, okay.
that's like her whole business model. That's why a lot of people don't like her, because she pushes the edge.
That's how I get allowed to do things. I mean,
she pushes the edge of the TOS, but also the TOS is so vague. Like, it's so vague that it really is up to the interpretation of the community managers at Twitch. And whether or not they, I mean, there's so many people that view. There's like literally millions of people that stream.
Rating this stream with 100 plus viewers.
hey, Kaz, when I get some viewers, I'm going to raid your stream. I'm going to have some viewers, but there's generally like 5 on at a time.
5 viewers is 5 viewers. You should still raid his stream. I don't know how to set up a raid. Otherwise, I would do that.
I almost did one day, but it was just me. Yeah, I would wear a bikini top in my stream, except I don't like what I look like in my bikini top, so
I think you're hot.
I'm not gonna. I was actually talking to Andy about that the other day. I was like, yeah, we're going to the, we're gonna have a cool pool and a hot tub and stuff like that at the hotel. And
I have 100% more hair.
you probably do, Cass.
If you want a game, hit me up.
And
Sounds good, Gandalf. I'll let you know.
and I told him, I was like, man, I don't even like how my bathing suit looks like on me. Like, this is scary. I'm gonna like wear it with like my surgery stomach and everything to like the freaking hot tub. I'm gonna wear a towel around me. Thank you very much. Did you like the picture I posted of you?
It's pretty crazy. Really, right now, so I really played a lot of just about everything, but I've decided to niche down, so I'm going to focus on first-person shooters and survival games. So Minecraft would fall in that, Subnautica would fall in that, and then, any first-person shooters.
You should play the
can
game that
think
he's
of.
been playing. It looks kind of interesting.
What have you been playing, Kaz?
Something about Sky.
No Man's Sky? Yeah, I
Yeah.
play that game. I have a couple live streams with that game. I have wanted to play it since the Outlaws.
There's a guy
Thing
in there
came
that
out.
looks like Niles from Frasier. There's a guy with an octopus face. There's a lizard man. Like, I've been paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of like every planet is procedurally generated. Every planet is procedurally generated.
I have
so.
Kaz's support.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot in that game. I've only gotten to 3 planets, so I haven't gotten anywhere close to the center of the universe.
I've been trying to play that Humankind show. Yeah, that Humankind game. And I literally don't have a clue what I'm doing. But Kaz, he was gonna like look at some YouTube to see like what
It's a
I'm supposed to be
4K
doing.
game. It's just like Civilization.
Yeah, it doesn't make any kind of
There's
sense.
there's a lot to it.
I click buttons and I think I've lost my armies right now because it's always rotating between end turn, pending turn. These things move around on the world or whatever on the map. And then like I don't ever get to move anything. I never get that, little arrow
You
in
gotta
the
create
upper right
another
hand
army
one.
then.
How do I do that?
You go to your hometown and create an army.
I don't know what my hometown is.
You gotta pay attention to the tutorial.
Oh, I didn't watch the tutorial.
That's important to do when you don't know about the game. You
So
have to play
boring,
through the
though.
tutorial. Well, you have to do it.
Yeah, any advice is good advice to me.
Yeah, you gotta play through the tutorial. You have to.
Oh no,
With games
tutorial's
like
so
that.
boring.
But you have to. With games like that, you have to do the tutorial. Just like I'm doing the tutorial with Total War 3 Warhammer because I don't know anything that's going on in that game.
I mean, when you get to start playing the game, then the tutorial takes a million years.
Well, the tutorial's playing the game. You're just playing the game with like less rules at the beginning so that you can understand how the game works. Then when you get to the full game, you understand all the rules. It's pretty cool. I've enjoyed the tutorial so far. I've only played a couple, maybe an hour, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of Warhammer tabletop game, so
Yeah, we have Tabletop Simulator. I remember when they contacted me and you were like, deployed, and I was like, "What's this tabletop simulator? I think you've been hacked."
Yeah, and I had to tell you, no, I
Did a
kickstarted
Kickstarter.
it, Yeah. Yeah. I love Tabletop Simulator just because I love tabletop games in general. It's good times. We should probably call this stream, huh? And then move on to our other various things.
I guess so. We're gonna call it for the
'cause
night.
It's been almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. So, hey,
Wait.
listen. What?
We're not doing coffee tonight, y'all.
No coffee cool down. But listen, thank you so much for coming around. If you're new here, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all the things so that you know when we go live next time. We love having you. And if you want to come, we do this every Friday at roughly 9 o'clock. We try to get done at 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's
To
a
get
little
ready,
late.
yeah, sometimes a little late because
'cause
technical difficulty.
Fridays are busy days for our family. And it's not all my fault. But
I
we
had
do-
everything set up tonight.
we do appreciate having you here, and we'd love to see you again. And until next time, pour on.